these videos, we're gonna witness some of the most incredible encounters with the majestic creatures, as well as strange things like a fight between a bear versus a man. From gentle giants to fierce predators like the frill-necked lizard, we have seen the raw creepiness of nature and its inhabitants. But that's not all. We have also witnessed the agility and strength of a leopard as it hunts for its prey in the wild. These monster trail cam videos that are now on public record are going to be presented in this. Bear versus man. Imagine flying your drone in the vast mountain ranges, heavily packed with thick snow-laden forests, only to capture something frightening with your drone camera. A similar set of events occurred in a mountain forest, where a man recorded disturbing clips with his drone camera. The drone took its flight from an open field and turned into the woods, and within a few minutes, it recorded a man wearing a blue jacket running from afar towards him, and a giant grizzly bear was chasing him. The drone didn't stop flying there. Instead, it went ahead and slightly hit the furious bear. This caught a bit of the bear's attention. However, the bear was fascinated by the man running in front of him, so he went ahead, ignoring the flying drone. The drone camera turned around and kept recording both. Nonetheless, we hope that man had escaped this vicious trap. Crocodile's attack on leopard.
So close to the crocodile.
Once upon a time in a wild and untamed land, there lived a lustrous and spotted animal. This animal with a mighty thirst made its way to the fizzy water's edge. As the animal bent down to douse its thirst, an unforeseen disturbance broke the calm silence. With a heavy splash and a cunning scaled figure came from the depths. The lurking crocodile, stealthy and sly, launched itself at the unknowing animal. Its important jaws snapped shut, aiming to pick up its prey. The leopard, caught off guard, let out a startled face and bounded back, hardly escaping the crocodile's deadly grip. It was a close call, and the two bloodsuckers locked eyes for a moment, sizing each other up, before the leopard wisely retreated, leaving the stream's edge to the crocodile, who slipped back beneath the water, evaporating into the depths. It was a tense hassle in the circle of life, where hazard lurked just below the face. Oh! Lioness and her little cubs. In the daytime, a hidden world showed itself in front of a camera. It was a world of secrets, not the usual things you see. The video revealed a lioness, a big and beautiful animal walking through a mysterious wilderness with her 3 little cubs. The wild place around them was full of green and golden colors. 2 of the cubs followed their mother, looking curious by the things they didn't understand. But the 3rd cub, full of energy and youth, ran ahead without realizing the hidden dangers in the bushes. The lioness, like a guardian of hidden knowledge, gently stopped her racing cub with her claws, reminding it of the dangers it couldn't see. She also looked back as if there were more secrets in the wild than we could see. Maybe only those who explore the wild can understand these secrets. Where hidden things are just on the edge of what we can know, and they are hard to see and understand. This scene wasn't just interesting, it was like a puzzling mystery showing us a world where nature keeps its secrets close, telling them in the quiet language of shadows and silence. Night walkers, haunting enigma. In the dark of the night, something truly terrifying appeared in front of a camera, sending shivers down the spine. It was an eerie figure wandering through the empty streets, and it looked like a nightmarish riddle. This strange being had 2 legs, a twisted body, and a head, but it had no arms. Its movements were eerie and unnatural, making it more unsettling than anything you'd encounter in a nightmare. People had started calling these bizarre creatures night walkers. They were creatures of mystery, hovering between being harmless specters and malicious demons. No one could say for sure what their intentions were, and that uncertainty bred fear. Fear spread like a contagious disease among those who caught a glimpse of these unholy figures.
With each passing night, their numbers seemed to grow like a dark and dreadful epidemic. The atmosphere became heavy with anxiety, as if the very night had birthed these dreadful apparitions. The origin of these Nightwalkers were concealed in obscurity, as if they emerged from a sinister abyss hidden from human understanding. Nobody could decipher their purpose, assuming they even had one. They remained shrouded in a veil of impenetrable malevolence. The unrelenting camera, acting as an unwavering witness, captured the panic that had engulfed a world thrust into chaos by these strange and unknown entities. Whatever these Nightwalkers were, and whatever sinister motives they concealed, they remained a riddle that only promised terror and despair to those who dared to face their cursed presence. The chilling mystery of their existence loomed large, casting an everlasting shadow over the already frightened hearts of humanity. The Ghost of Hampton's Court Palace. During long and gloomy winters, a video surfaced over the internet that sent chills down the spine of their viewers. A ghastly set of events was witnessed in one of the historical places of Hampton. A hostile creature was caught on one of the CCTV cameras of Hampton's Court Palace. The camera recorded the rare view of the place in all its gloomiest glory during the coldest winter nights in the USA. The significant historical door can be seen in the footage, surrounded by dilapidated walls and windows. As the video moves forward, a formidable creature is seen at the door. This mystic creature had a lean figure, like a skeleton draped in a white cloth that extended from the end of its face and fell to its feet. Its face was blurred, almost a vague shadow of two eyes gawking through the doors. The mystic yet daunting creature is seen opening the doors of the court palace and then closing them in a relatively swift shift of events. The camera captured a horrendous sight that was enough to keep tourists from visiting such a splendid historical site. The bewildered fox. Imagine a predator getting afraid of its dismantled and dismembered prey, an appalling sight. Such a series of events was seen on a trail camera installed in perilous forests amidst the homes of obscured creatures. As the video began, a lonely fox was seen wandering through the forest, a rare event as foxes hunt with their leash. The fox was witnessed moving quietly and stealthily over a pile of dismantled animal corpses. The heap of dismembered flesh seemed to be a leftover of some other predator who didn't enjoy its prey and left it for other envious predators. The fox quietly sniffed the meat and lunged over the skeleton to nibble the flesh. Still, the lifeless structure made some uninviting movements due to its withered body. The fox felt a sudden thrust that baffled him out of his wits. It tried getting a bite of flesh, but those forceful thrusts were enough to keep it away from the slaughtered animal. The movement seemed unnatural, as if the fox had seen some supernatural force pulling the flesh for itself, or it could be a strong gust of wind. Goat versus kangaroo. Deep within a lonely, desert-like forest, a camera captured something truly strange, an unexpected showdown between two big beasts of the wild. This wasn't your everyday encounter. It was like a secret dance in the wilds, full of mystery. On one side, there stood a hefty male kangaroo, a symbol of untamed strength, relying on its bulging, muscular legs. On the other side, a tough male goat, with its twisty horns, stood firm, showing no intention to back down. The whole scene was a puzzle. We couldn't fathom why they fought, but their determination was crystal clear. The kangaroo, big and imposing, had a moment of hesitation in the goat's presence. The goat with quivering legs didn't seem to give in to fear, even though it faced a much larger foe. But this goat was no pushover. It raised its tail high and faced the kangaroo head-on, matching every powerful blow with unyielding resolve. Their struggle was intense, and it felt like time itself was holding its breath, watching this strange duel. As the fight raged on, something unexpected happened. The kangaroo, maybe tired of the relentless brawl, wanted to leave. Yet the goat, caught up in some strange determination, kept chasing the kangaroo, turning the whole thing into a surreal spectacle that left us puzzled and fascinated. In that odd desert-like forest, we witnessed a mysterious battle where bravery, strength, and an unknown motive clashed. More questions than answers were left in our minds, and a haunting image of this enigmatic duel stayed with us. Bizarre alien encounter. On a dark night, a camera recorded something truly unsettling in an abandoned grocery store, creating an eerie and mysterious scene. The camera focused on a terrifying figure, a bizarre mix of something not quite human and not quite a ghost. Just looking at it sent shivers down your spine. It continually banged its head against the refrigerator filled with drinks, creating a horrifying noise that echoed through the empty store. The grocery store seemed like it had been abandoned for ages, as if even nature itself wanted to stay far away from whatever malevolent force was at play. Strangely, the creature hidden in the shadows of the night somehow sensed the camera's presence. It moved closer with an unnatural, disjointed gait, its legs twisted in a scary manner. What made it even more chilling was the eerie glow emanating from its mouth and eyes, casting a sinister light on the scene. How it became aware of the camera's presence remained a mystery. The air grew heavy with fear, a feeling of impending doom that was almost tangible. In this terrifying moment, the creature's purpose remained unknown, a dark secret concealed in the shadows. The camera's recording left everyone who watched it with a lasting sense of dread, haunted by unanswered questions that may never be resolved. A spectator from another world. On a dark and gloomy night brimmed with uninviting voices that sounded like a cacophony of despair and sorrows, the camera trailed over a tapestry of the unusual wilderness of a forest, capturing the stillness of the landscape that veils over the entire jungle, painting it as a realm of obscured creatures. As the camera shifted its focus to capture the isolated vastness of the forest, a conjuring set of events took place. It got struck by an unnatural spectator, peeking from a distance. This uninviting creature appeared like a grim reaper draped in all white, gawking at the camera lens in all its satanic and ghostly enigma. This bone-chilling experience becomes even more vicious as the camera pans a bit closer to capture the horrors of that enigmatic creature. The porcelain face of that horrid creature remains expressionless as it moves with an uncanny subtle motion, adding gloominess to the phantasmic atmosphere, defying the laws of nature while questioning our faiths and beliefs about the mysterious world between the alive and the dead. This satanic and ghastly scene was a spine-tingling experience enough to baffle anyone out of its wits. A mystic forest serpent. Imagine strolling in a spooky forest laden with sky-climbing trees that had lost all their vibrancy and luster to a densely packed fog. The fog veils over the jungle, blocking every ray of hope and life, a preferred place for gruesome creatures. Shifting this paradigm to the real world, the camera caught a webbed appearance of trees twisted by a colossal rope that seemed to have spikes of green and yellow hues. The spiraled rope is of varied length, conjuring the forest into an inescapable maze. To our astonishment, as soon as the camera started focusing across the string, it slithered in subtle movements, slowly twisting the trees around its whole length. Amidst the rattling sounds and gloominess, the camera lens keeps paving its way across the sides of this gigantic rope, only to get struck by a humongous snake, a serpentine creature almost 20 feet long, swallowing the life out of these trees. This mystic creature had a skull-like head with a vast hollowness in its eyes, sharp-pointed teeth unlike any other anacondas ever captured on camera, and seemed all ready to devour its prey in a single gulp, leaving no traces behind.
The anteater with two faces. In this captivating video, a giant anteater was engaged in a fantastic trick that fooled the eyes and the mind. This curious creature was toying with a piece of wood, and its forelegs seemed to take on an eerie, lifelike appearance and resemble another face. At first glance, it was as if he was not alone, but there were two. The video played with our perception, making you wonder if there were two distinct creatures or just one cleverly disguised giant anteater. This captivating illusion will leave you in suspense, and prompt you to ponder the uncanny abilities of nature and how the things we see can be this much manipulating. Baby rhino's playdate with a wild beast. In this adorable video, a baby rhino stole the show with its adorable antics. This young rhino, full of youthful radiance, played a game of chase with a nearby wildebeest. It mustered all its tiny might, charged toward the wild beast, and then quickly retreated to its mother's side for safety. The wildebeest played along while gracefully prancing off and then lowering its pace to allow the baby rhino to catch up. Their amusing back and forth was a touching example of animal friendship and innocence. A warthog was also watching the scene with a look of pure amusement. It seemed genuinely entertained by the lively performance, demonstrating how nature is full of surprises, including the endearing and happy times when various creatures get together to enjoy some innocent fun. This video served as a heartfelt reminder of the pure and untamed delight of youth and the incredible connections that form between the various creatures that call the wild home. Jaws of Danger. In a bone-chilling and utterly dangerous video, a man dared to defy reason by pushing his entire arm into the gaping jaws of a crocodile. The crocodile's mouth was open wide, like the jaws of an ancient predator ready to close. Undaunted by the impending danger, the man first played with fate by sticking only a tiny portion of his arm in, then quickly pulled it out as the crocodile's jaws closed. Then he plunged his whole arm right into the crocodile's mouth. It was a heart-pounding moment, leaving viewers in shock and thrill. One could only wonder what drove the man to take such a risky and potentially fatal action. This video was a sobering reminder of the extent to which some people would go to experience thrills or to demonstrate their bravery, even when they were in grave danger.
Wild deer. Guess what the trail camera caught this time? A wild deer just doing its munching thing right in front of the lens. Picture this chilled deer casually strolling in the camera's frame, totally clueless about the paparazzi moment it's starring in. It's on a mission though, not for fame, but for food. The camera catches it in the act, nose to the ground, probably hunting for the deer version of a gourmet meal. And get this, the deer is so absorbed in its quest for snacks that it's blissfully unaware of the camera playing nature's spy. No fancy poses or staged scenes. Just a deer living its best woodland life. It's like accidentally catching your friend doing something goofy when they think no one's watching. Nature's got its own reality show, and this deer is the laid-back star. Not bothered by the hidden camera action, just another day in the wild munching and wandering, while the camera quietly captures the deer's tasty adventure. Owl chicks. One sunny day on the farm, a camera person sneaked through the fields, excited to see some special guests. Baby burrowing owls. With a camera in hand, they carefully approached the owls' homes, like they were stepping into a secret world. When they peeked inside, the little fluffy owls looked right back with big, curious eyes. The camera made a soft click, capturing their cute moments. The baby owls, not knowing someone was watching, played and made happy sounds, showing off their fluffy cuteness. The camera person, hiding behind a tall lawn, took pictures of the owlet's everyday fun. The sun painted a warm picture, freezing the moment like a snap. The little owls, not bothered by the camera, kept on having their playful day with the camera person quietly watching. In this quiet part of the farm, the camera person and the owls had a special connection, an unspoken promise to save the magic of their daily lives through the camera's lens. Deer in danger. Once in a big green forest, there was a deer with soft brown fur. One sunny day, he felt something weird, like danger in the air. His eyes got big and he sniffed around, trying to catch any trouble. He walked carefully through tall trees and rustled leaves, listening for strange sounds. As he went deeper into the forest, the feeling of danger got stronger. The deer's heart raced and he heard leaves rustling and footsteps away. Scared, he ran fast through the trees, his hooves thumping on the soft ground. The forest turned into a green blur as he dodged through the trees, trying to escape the unseen danger. Branches touched him, but he did not stop. The deer kept running, following his instinct to get away from the lurking danger. Finally, in a hidden spot, he stopped breathing hard and heated. The forest was quiet. The deer, still a bit scared, took a moment to catch his breath before slowly continuing his journey through the mysterious woods. A cow moose? The camera captured a rare and mysterious scene. It was recorded in the mountains. This cryptic creature was moving on a plain road in the quiet heart of the mountains. A peculiar tale unfolded before the camera's watchful gaze. Its steps, measured on a plain road, entered the frame, shrouded in secrecy. No one in the land had glimpsed its form prior, a true enigma of nature. This elusive being, a cow moose, bore the telltale signs of a female carrying a dignified hump on her broad shoulder, an emblem of feminine strength. Below her chin, a curious flap of skin hung, a unique touch in this mysterious mosaic. It actually seemed like it was a female moose because it had a large hump on its shoulder. It was actually a physical appearance of a female body. It also had a flap of skin beneath the chin. It had brain worms. This species is a slender roundworm commonly found in the brain cavity. This thread-like worm can be found in spaces and veins surrounding the brain. It had a brain moose that was actually thread-like worms surrounded in veins or brain. It was moving here and there and vibrating in a very cryptid manner. Mysterious Wolverine. In Norway, on a snowy evening, the ground was all covered in white. The wind blew strong, making the scene both beautiful and chilling. But what caught the eye was a mysterious and puzzling sight. A Wolverine, a type of wolf, attacking a reindeer in a haunting and fierce manner. There was a fierce struggle between them. The Wolverine relentlessly went after the reindeer, while the reindeer fought desperately for its life. Reindeer are usually found in North America and were domesticated in Europe. The Wolverine had a tight grip around the reindeer's throat, making it hard for the reindeer to breathe. Two other reindeer rushed over, but they couldn't save their companion from the relentless Wolverine. It was a deep mystery unfolding in the snowy landscapes of Norway, a wild clash between two creatures, one fighting for survival, the other driven by its primal instincts. The snowy setting added an eerie backdrop to this fierce struggle, making it a scene both eerie and unsettling. Leap of faith. A lone bobcat sat out on a risky journey amid the vastness of the Arctic wasteland. The landscape, blanketed in snow and ice, stretched endlessly before the cat. The bobcat was conscious of the threats hiding beneath the frosty surface and used its strong senses to detect its every move. While walking over the frozen lake, the bobcat felt shivers run down its spine as a sudden sharp cracking broke the eerie calm. At that instant of extreme danger, the bobcat's survival instincts took over. It shot into the freezing air with a magnificent leap full of speed and agility. With a gentle thud, it landed on the other side of the brittle ice after using its strong legs to drive itself to safety. The bobcat's quick reflexes and acute awareness had kept it safe from the freezing grasp of the water below in the face of hardship. Fear reflecting through the mirror. Just minding its own business and having fun, a bear strolled through the trees in a jungle. However, it noticed something odd out of the blue, which actually was a mirror, but it was strange and creepy for the bear. The bear couldn't resist checking itself out, and that's when things got weird. Its eyes went from being inquisitive to strangely concentrated, as though they were hiding a sinister secret. The bear was startled and tried to run away, but it could not. It seemed as though the mirror had enchanted it.
The jungle went all quiet, and you could almost feel the suspense in the air. The bear and the mirror were locked in this strange, eerie moment, and the bear was confused and astonished enough. He had the experience of his life about which he will now wonder for ages. Snail's Serene Feast. In a cozy little corner of the world, a couple of snails made the decision to have a feast. They weren't in a rush, rather they took their time, savoring their little bites of joy. A fresh piece of green was being munched by one snail, while the other got a sprinkle of something powdery and delicious in front of it. They didn't seem to care about the world around them. Their slow, deliberate chewing produced an odd ASMR symphony, with the calming sounds of little bites and the soft rhythm of the natural world. Their peaceful and unhurried feast gave you a little moment of pure enjoyment and reminds you that happiness can be found in the little things, even when you're a snail enjoying a leisurely meal.
Go! No! Run!
Prepare to embark on a spine-tingling journey through the hidden world of trail camera captures. From the ancient relics of dinosaurs to spine-chilling encounters with the mysterious cryptid Dog Man, and even a jaw-dropping showdown between a goat and a kangaroo. These 100 incredible moments will keep you on the edge of your seat. Get ready to explore the eerie and unexplained, all caught on camera for your bewilderment and amazement. Enlightened Creature. In a mysterious place in Peru, a camera saw something very strange. It was a super bright light in a garden, so dazzling that no one could figure out what it was. A man who lived nearby noticed this strange light and got curious. He took a flashlight and went to the garden to check it out. When he got there, he saw something that looked like a human but was very strange. It scared him a little, but he took his phone and quickly took 2 pictures of it. But before he could understand what was happening, the strange creature disappeared. People in the town started talking about it. They wondered what that creature was and where it had come from. The pictures taken by the camera didn't reveal much, adding to the mystery. Then things got even stranger. The camera captured images of black helicopters flying around. People whispered that these helicopters were doing secret government stuff, maybe even hunting for mysterious creatures. The truth behind all this remained hidden, a puzzle that no one could solve. The once peaceful garden had become a place of mysteries, and the pictures held the secrets. This strange tale would be talked about for a long time, leaving everyone with more questions than answers. Spooky entity. In a dimly lit child's room, something truly unsettling unfolded before the camera's watchful gaze. The room itself seemed like a black hole, swallowing all traces of light and leaving behind a sense of eerie unease. At the heart of this sinister setting stood a crib. Perched atop it was a mere 2-year-old child. What held the viewer's eyes and sent chills racing down their spine was the dreadful wailing coming from the child. It was the typical cry of a distressed toddler, but a sound that seemed to carry a burden of unearthly sorrow. The child's eyes, which should have been innocent and bright, glowed with an eerie light, casting an unnatural pallor across the room. For an excruciating 22 seconds, the child clung to the crib's edge, defying gravity, before tumbling onto the mattress below. It was a chilling descent that defied any rational explanation. How had such a tiny child managed to reach such perilous heights? What sinister force had driven this unsettling display? The terror did not stop there. When questions were posed to the child's parents, a disturbing truth emerged. This was not some staged performance. It was a disturbing reality they had witnessed before. The room seemed to bear witness to inexplicable horrors, and an aura of fear seemed to envelop the crib. In the realm of the unexplained, this account of a toddler's eerie ascent and mournful cries remained an unsolved mystery, a ghostly presence that would linger in the mind long after the camera had ceased recording.
chased by a bear. Once upon a time, there was this family who decided to have a delightful day out on their motorboat. The sun was shining, the lake was calm, and they were having a blast. They were laughing, playing, and feeling on top of the world. But also, out of the blue, effects took a wild turn. As they sped across the water, they noticed commodity big and furry lumbering toward them. It was a bear. This bear appeared to have a taste for adventure, or perhaps just a need for speed because it was chasing them. Fear set in as they provoke up their machine, trying to outpace the bear. The bear, settled and determined, kept coming, getting nearer and nearer. The family was in full adrenaline mode, hearts pounding, and they contended for safety. Ultimately, they managed to outthink the bear and reach the safety of the support, laughing nervously about the bear's need for speed. It was an adventure they'd no way forget, and they decided that coming time they'd stick to safer waters. The Ants and the Sneaky Snake. Once upon a time, in a quiet corner of the arena, being enough unusually came off. A sneaky snake, likely lost and looking for a snack, crawled right into the home of some hard-working ants. You can imagine the shock on those little ants' faces when they saw this long snake. The snake, not knowing where it was, whizzed and swirled its body around, making the ants fear. They scurried then and there, trying to figure out what to do. But these ants were not bones to give up fluently. They huddled together and formed a little ant army, and you wouldn't believe how they worked together to face the meddler. They nipped at the snake's scales, throwing off and annoying it. With their cooperation, they managed to drive the snake down. And they cheered in itty-bitty ant voices as their home was safe again. And that is the story of how a bunch of fearless ants defended their home from an unanticipated snake visit. Leopards Feast. In the heart of the wild, one sunny day, a sneaky bloodsucker hunted through the thick emerald forest. It had keen eyes, sharp claws, and a spotted fur that helped it blend into the spotted gloom. The critter's empty belly roared, encouraging it to find food. With quiet and careful way, the cat stalked its prey, its muscles curled like springs ready to hurtle. And in one fast move, it bounded, its claws sharp as daggers, and clamped onto its mess. As the leopard prowled, it spotted a juicy morsel hard, a full unknowing prey. Its eyes lit up with hunger with a nippy, graceful movement. The leopard crept closer, every muscle in its body curled like a spring. The leopard attacked. It bounded onto a sturdy tree, its claws digging into the bark, and began a skillful climb. The prey limped and jerked in the bloodsucker's grasp, but the leopard's grip was unyielding. The tree's branches swayed and creaked under their weight. Eventually, the leopard reached a secure perch, high above the timber bottom, flavoring its well-earned mess with a palmy grin. Hungry monkey babies. The camera captured a spooky sight of two little monkeys all drenched and tiny. In the daytime, these little monkey babies were so small, and they were shaking because of the cold. They were really hungry and trying hard to find something to eat. Then a kind man came and gave them some milk in a feeder. They drank it up like they hadn't eaten for days. They seemed incredibly hungry. It was quite a surprising scene. Seeing these shivering, wet monkeys suddenly getting a warm meal, it made you wonder how they survived out there in the cold. But at that moment, they were just happy to have something to eat and get warm. It was a heartwarming sight for sure. Big cats. Once upon a time in the wild heart of the jungle, a rubbed and strong animal prowled quietly under the dappled shade of the trees. It had a fur of spotted gold like the sun's soft beams dancing on the forest bottom. This slippery hunter was part of the big cat family, but just like its lower relatives, it still carried the heart of a cat. With eyes sharp as emeralds, it stalked through the green, each muscle curled and ready to hurtle.
Scared him off, David.
In its movements, it was as graceful and nimble as any house cat, despite its large size. A branch barked under its sneaky way, a memorial that indeed the powerful leopard was, deep down, still a cat at heart. As the sun dipped below the horizon, this nimble hunter's majestic form flew into the gloom, a memorial of the wild and untamed beauty of the big pussycats, who, like their lower kins, always maintain that sportful and mysterious spirit of a cat. Moments before and after Tsunami. Moments before the chaos struck, the sun was setting, casting a warm blaze over the quiet road. People burst about, gabbling, laughing, and going out their day-to-day routines. Children played near the sidewalk, their innocent laughs filling the air. Everything sounded so normal, so peaceful. But also it came down. The skies darkened and rain began to pour. Suddenly, water started rushing down the road, fleetly growing into a raging flood. Fear swept over the faces of the people as they tried to escape, desperately looking for advanced ground. It was like an agony unfolding before their eyes. The CCTV cameras captured this intimidating scene. The water engulfing buses, homes, and shops. People clinged to anything they could find, fighting to stay round. The road converted into a dangerous swash. After the flood tide, the formerly vibrant road had turned into a muddy wasteland. Broken debris, pulled trees, and muddled effects were scattered far and wide. The community was left in shock, coming together to help one another in the fate, showing the adaptability of the mortal spirit in the face of such a destructive event.
Walking Bear's mystery. The camera captured an astonishing spectacle that sent shivers down the spines of all who behold it. A black bear strolling effortlessly on its hind legs. It was an eerie sight, a creature of the wild masquerading as a human, defying the laws of nature. The onlookers, their jaws agape, were gripped by an inexplicable blend of fascination and fear. Some speculated that tragedy had befallen the bear, that its front limbs had been injured in some cruel accident, forcing it to adapt this unnerving bipedal gait. Others whispered that it might be a mere 3-year-old cub still discovering the world and experimenting with curious behaviors. The truth remained elusive, veiled in the enigmatic darkness of the forest. With a total length of 250 meters, the bear seemed to stretch on forever, an ominous figure on the horizon. Yet as quickly as it had emerged, the mystery deepened as it resumed its natural quadrupedal stride, vanishing into the obscurity from which it had briefly emerged. Different cameras bore witness to this bizarre phenomenon. Capturing the enigma for extended periods, as if the universe itself had conspired to bewilder humanity. Documentaries proliferated, with experts posting that such a peculiar gait was not beyond the bear's capabilities. Yet the eerie and unsettling nature of the sighting lingered, casting shadows of doubt and fear across the land. Could it be a harbinger of the unknown, or a mere quirk of nature? The mystery endured, leaving us with more questions than answers. River Otter. One sunny day by the river, something strange happened. A curious otter popped out of the water, its shiny, wet fur sparkling in the sun. A hidden camera nearby caught the otter's surprise visit. When the otter saw the camera, it paused for a moment, like it knew someone was watching. The little creature quickly checked around, then zoomed away into the bushes. The quiet river saw it all, only leaving a few ripples where the otter showed up. The camera, like a quiet spy, recorded everything with its staring eye. Why did the otter come up? What secrets did it carry as it vanished into the bushes? The river kept its mysteries, flowing calmly, making everyone watching feel curious and full of questions. The otter's short visit turned the peaceful scene into a bit of a puzzle, adding more excitement to the air. Creature on a trail cam. In the quiet woods, a mysterious snap snapped on a trail cam reveals a mysterious creature. Glowing eyes enter through the blurry image, shrouded in closeness. What could it be? A thrilling snapshot leaves us questioning, our curiosity aroused. The close view adds suspense, inviting us to imagine the unknown lurking in the dark. Intrigue deepens with each pixel, a visual story waiting to be untwisted. The calm turtle. On a sunny day in the big blue ocean, a man on a jet ski noticed something curious. His camera captured the moment when he saw a little turtle struggling with unwanted hitchhikers. Crabs. The man with a heart as big as the sea quickly sprang into action. Carefully, he scooped up the turtle and brought it onto his jet ski. With gentle hands, he started removing the pesky crabs from the turtle shell one by one. The camera caught every detail of the man's focused expression, and the tiny crabs scuttling away. As the last crab was lifted off, the man smiled at the camera, triumphant in his mission to help the sea creature. With great care, he returned the turtle to its natural home, gently placing it back into the cool, refreshing water. The turtle, free from its unwelcome guests, swam away happily, and the man on the jet ski watched with satisfaction. Mysterious cat with two faces. In our everyday world, there's something truly unusual, something that breaks the rules of normal life. Have you ever seen a cat with two faces and three eyes? A creature so captivating it seems to exist on the edge of what's real. Once a camera captured this astonishing sight, etching it into memory like a haunting tune. This extraordinary being was found resting in the heart of a home, lounging on a familiar sofa, hinting at being the beloved pet of the household. Its fur, a captivating blend of black and white, painted a picture of duality that went deeper than just its colors. But it wasn't the contrasting shades that held your attention. It was the fact that it had two faces, like a symphony of opposites, and a third eye shining mysteriously between them. This trio of features defied all logic, challenging the very rules of biology. Its gaze, a powerful and inscrutable trifecta, seemed to peer into hidden worlds, leaving an indelible mark of otherworldliness. This cat, this puzzle wrapped in fur, felt like an envoy from realms far beyond our grasp. In a world often confined by ordinary routines, such a remarkable oddity reminds us to question what we know and to embrace the inexplicable. It shows us the astonishing diversity that exists in our society, a reminder that the unusual can find its place even in the most familiar corners of our world. Creatures like this defy the usual, whispering that mysteries are all around us, even in the everyday. Bizarre monster. In the dark of night, a spooky camera caught a bunch of campers. They were having a good time, laughing and watching movies by a flickering fire in the woods. But they didn't know something creepy was nearby. Suddenly, a weird, bone-chilling sound filled the air. It scared them big time. They grabbed their weak torchlights, trying to find where that scary noise came from. They searched all around, but there was nothing but silence in the forest. Still feeling scared, they pushed on, step by scary step. And then, out of nowhere, a freaky creature showed up. It was like a messed up human with 6 legs, moving all weirdly and making strange sounds. Seeing this nightmare creature, they freaked out. They ran for their lives, leaving everything behind. They didn't know where that monster came from or what it wanted, but it was super scary. That night would haunt them forever. It was a night when reality turned into a terrifying nightmare in the deep, dark woods. Crocodile. In a world full of secrets where nature hides its mysteries beneath the surface, there are creatures of great danger. Among them is the crocodile, a living relic of ancient power. This story takes place under the scorching sun, where a tale of fear and fascination unfolds. On a calm river, a small boat drifted, carrying fishermen on a quest for a bountiful catch. They cast their nets, unaware of the lurking danger. The sun's rays shimmered on the water's surface, painting it in gold. Suddenly, as if summoned by an ancient otherworldly call, a massive crocodile emerged from the depths. It was like a scene from a nightmare, with its eyes dark as obsidian, gleaming with a mysterious purpose. The fishermen, so tiny compared to this colossal creature, shuddered with fear. The air grew heavy and the river seemed to hold its breath. The crocodile, despite its enormous size, moved gracefully toward them. The once friendly sun now bore witness to a terrifying encounter between humans and this ancient reptile. The fishermen, paralyzed by fear, could do nothing as the crocodile's jaws opened wide, revealing rows of sharp, deadly teeth. Time seemed to slow down as the crocodile's head swayed towards them. Like a gruesome pendulum in a sinister dance. Its horrifying features etched themselves in the minds of the fishermen, a living nightmare before them. In that moment, they saw the true power of the wild, where human frailty crumbled in the face of nature's might. The monstrous reptile, its intentions unknown, left an indelible mark on the fishermen's souls, a haunting reminder of the ancient mysteries that still inhabit our world. Daredevil Raccoon. Once upon a time in the heart of the town, a camera recorded a courageous raccoon named Daredevil embarking on an extraordinary adventure. High atop a towering structure, Daredevil teetered on the edge.
This is the real news. You won't see this on the nightly news tonight.
With an adventurous jump, he descended 9 stories. His trip was caught on camera. As he touched the ground, he dashed away, a true local legend in the making. The footage of this valorous raccoon's descent and escape warmed hearts, reminding us all that courage can come from the most unexpected places. The fearless raccoon, daring to reach the top of the building, tried but to no avail as it lost its balance and tumbled over. Fortunately, luck was on its side, and it miraculously jumped back up as if it hadn't been injured at all. With a determined spirit, Daredevil scampered away in another direction, leaving the onlookers in awe of his incredible bravery and resilience. This small-town hero proved that even the most ordinary creatures can perform extraordinary feats when they dare to defy the odds. Alien captured. One quiet night in a suburban neighborhood, something astonishing happened. Unbeknownst to the homeowners, their trusty Ring camera captured an otherworldly event. The video revealed a group of strange, shimmering beings dancing gracefully on their front lawn under the starry sky. These extraterrestrial visitors seemed to glow with soft, otherworldly light, leaving intricate patterns in the grass as they moved. The residents watched in awe, forever changed by the captivating spectacle of these aliens. The memory of that mesmerizing night, recorded by their Ring camera, remained etched in their minds, a reminder that the universe is full of mysteries waiting to be discovered right in their own suburban backyard. Intruder Bear. The video shows a funny and unexpected scene of a large black bear escaping from a backyard by climbing over a fence. The video was recorded by 2 homeowners. They had left some cupcakes in their car, which attracted the bear's attention. The bear broke into their car to eat the cupcakes. The homeowners heard the noise and went outside to see what was going on. They saw the bear in their backyard looking for more food. The homeowners decided to film the bear instead of chasing it away.
Jesus, my drop. Yes.
They were amused by the bear's antics, but also worried about their safety and their property. They kept a safe distance from the bear while filming its activities. The bear realized that it was trapped in the backyard, and it looked for a way out. It spotted a fence that separated the backyard from the road. The fence was about 6 feet high. The bear decided to climb over the fence instead of going around it. The fence was not strong enough to support the bear's weight, and it bent and squashed under the pressure.
Oh, yep, he broke it.
Crap.
The bear managed to reach the top of the fence. It wobbled and swung on the wire, trying to avoid falling down. The homeowners watched as the bear struggled to escape the fence. They wondered if the bear would hurt itself or get stuck on the wire. The video ends with the bear still hanging on the fence, while the homeowners continue to film and comment. The viewers are left wondering what will happen next. The video shows a rare and amusing event that highlights the interaction between humans and wildlife. Super Sheepdog. In a remote wilderness captured by a vigilant trail camera, a remarkable event unfolds, showcasing the courage of a sheepdog as it becomes the unexpected hero of a flock of sheep facing a fierce bear. This astonishing footage reveals a gripping struggle between predator and protector, a story of survival that leaves a lasting impression. In a tranquil wilderness, a peaceful flock of sheep graze, unaware of the lurking danger. A hungry bear targets the defenseless herd with relentless determination. Suddenly, a valiant sheepdog springs into action, despite the apparent mismatch in size and strength. It charges at the bear with unwavering resolve, snarling and barking. The bear hesitates and eventually retreats thanks to the big dog's bravery. The small but mighty sheepdog accomplishes the impossible, saving the entire flock from the ferocious bear. This encounter, immortalized by a trail camera, is a reminder that heroes come in all sizes and species, reaffirming the extraordinary bond between humans and their loyal animal companions. Bears playing in water. In the heart of a remote forest where secrets whispered among ancient trees, an elusive spectacle unfolded, shrouded in mystery. The silent sentinel, a trail camera, bore witness to an enchanting moment few have ever glimpsed. Two shadowy figures emerged from the obsidian depths of the wilderness, bears cloaked in the moon's gentle glow. As the monsoon's tears cascaded from the heavens, one of these enigmatic creatures ventured forth. With a graceful step, it entered a clearing where an enigmatic water tub awaited, its purpose veiled in darkness. The bear, with fur glistening like midnight silk, stepped into the tub's embrace. Then a sight that defied all logic unfolded. The bear, not content with the moon's rain, summoned a cascade of water, turning it into its own personal shower. The forest watched in hushed reverence as the bear frolicked, its movements both eerie and captivating. It danced with the water, a spectral waltz of fur and liquid, as if it held the secrets of the forest in its embrace. This rare, almost otherworldly spectacle left an indelible mark, a tapestry of mystery, cuteness, and wonder etched in the animals. Roaming warthog. In a safari park deep within the mysterious shadows, a puzzling video emerged, wrapped in secrets. Under the sheltering darkness of the trees, a group of powerful lions rested, their eyes gleaming like fiery secrets of the wild. Then an unexpected hero, a brave warthog, appeared with a heart full of courage. It dashed forward, defying all odds. The mighty lions, rulers of the savannah, were startled, rising like specters awakened from a haunting dream. What motivated this unusual hero to confront the top predators remains a mystery, concealed in the depths of that intriguing footage. Was it driven by a purpose, or was it a mysterious encounter with destiny? The wilderness holds its secrets waiting to be uncovered in this heart-pounding meeting of courage and the unknown. Mysterious Bigfoot Forest Enigma. In a big green forest, something strange happened. The sun looked down on a calm river, and the sounds of the water mixed with the noises of the trees. The river, surrounded by tall green trees, shared secrets of the leaves that whispered in the breeze. In the bright daytime, something appeared, a ghostly figure moving through the woods. It was kind of hard to see, like a mystery in the edge of your eyes. Was it part of the forest, or did it come from the dark parts? This thing, all wrapped up in mystery, looked like a huge legendary giant. Maybe the secret protector of the wild, the one people called Bigfoot. Covered in fur, it moved with a clear goal. In its big hands, it held something, but nobody could figure out what it was or why it was there. As this mysterious creature walked through the trees, the air felt full of questions. Every step made people wonder, but the leaves in the river stayed silent. The forest, keeping its secrets, watched as the strange figure disappeared into the shadows. What made it wander around? The puzzle hung in the air, a mystery written into the forest story, leaving everyone looking for answers. The meeting of the everyday world and the magical unknown continued, a story untold in the ancient, tree-filled hideaway. Dogman caught on cam. In a quiet forest at sunset, something really amazing came off. A camera on a tree recorded a strange creature called a dogman. The sun went down, making long, dark, and thick trees. Suddenly, a noise in the bushes caught the camera's attention. A creature came out with a person's body, but a dog's head, sneaking through the trees. Its fur had browns and grays, making it blend in perfectly. The dogman's ears perked up, smelling the air to sense something close. In the fading sunlight, its eyes shone like magic. The camera zoomed in, showing the creature's strong body and dog-like features. The dogman moved smoothly, nearly like a ghost going through the forest with a blend of human and animal skills. People who saw the movie were really interested in the riddle critter. The dogman faded into the dark, leaving everyone curious and with lots of questions about what secrets the timber hides. Creepy man. In a quiet forest where trees share secrets with the wind, something spooky happened. A creepy man hidden in the darkness slowly came out, like a mysterious creature waking up.
Buddy! How you doing? Oh!
He moved without making a sound, like leaves rumoring in the night. A sneaky camera hidden in the trees recorded this scary moment. The lens showed the man's ghostly figure crawling out from the thick bushes, with his eyes giving off a weird glow.
Just some cruisers, man!
The moon's pale light touched his strange face, making the branches above seem scared. As the camera mugged each strange move, the air got really tense. The man's presence was like a scary puzzle the forest did not want to figure out. His crawling shadow against the dark background gave everyone goosebumps, telling a spooky story without words. The forest, once a peaceful place, now kept the secret of the crawling man. A mystery frozen in the camera's stare. The recorded video turned into a rumored tale shared by those who believed in spooky things, leaving a lasting memory in the scared soul of the woods.
Buddy! How you doing? Oh!
Triop fish. In the big ocean, something amazing happened when a camera recorded a cool video of a special white fish. The water was super clear and sparkled in the sun, making the fish look even more awesome. This fish was all dressed up in shiny white scales, smoothly gliding through the water. Its fins moved like soft bodies, making it feel like it was dancing in a show. When the camera zoomed in, you could see all the tiny details of the fish, the pretty patterns on its scales and how its tail swayed back and forth in a nice rhythm. The underwater world came alive as the fish swam around, sometimes zipping between coral formations with quick and clever moves. The simple white color made the fish stand out, turning it into the star of this aquatic dance. Watching this cool video lets you see a look into the fish's life, making you feel amazed and happy about the beauty hiding behind the sea. Huge wild boars. Alright, so the trail camera goes into the night mode, right? And what does it find? A gang of massive wild boars doing a midnight march in the creepy woods. I'm talking big, burly pigs strutting around like they own the place. Now add some eerie vibes to the mix. It's pitch dark. The woods are lurking in shadows, and these colossal boars are just parading through. But here's the kicker. Their eyes. Those eyes are like mini flashlights glowing in the dark, giving off some serious spooky movie vibes. Imagine stumbling upon this footage in the dead of night. you've got these huge shadowy boars, their eyes shining like something out of a horror flick. It's like the wild decided to host its own midnight monster parade. Nature can be a real show-off, especially when it's got a bunch of oversized glow-eyed boars strutting their stuff in the darkness. Gives you a whole new appreciation for daylight, doesn't it?
Like, I don't know, it looked like a man, but I don't know what the Oh,
Get ready for a spooky adventure. We put together some of the scariest trail camera footage that will give you goosebumps. From ghostly shadows to unidentified creatures, these shots will get your heart racing. Join us on a hair-raising journey as we uncover disturbing secrets caught on camera. Unseen room horror. In the confines of a room, a video recording captured an unnerving encounter with a mysterious entity. Positioned in the corner, this enigmatic creature bore a blackened visage and eyes that gleamed with an unsettling brilliance. The camera, functioning as a passive observer, documented the creature's sudden transformation from a static presence to a swift, menacing charge toward the person behind the lens. As the creature closed the distance, it unleashed horrifying sounds, plunging the room into an atmosphere of palpable dread. The recording, draped in a documentary tone, presented this inexplicable phenomenon with an air of detached observation. The black-faced entity, once a stationary figure, became a harrowing force in motion, leaving viewers with a chilling testament to the unexplained and the eerie mysteries that may lurk within the seemingly ordinary corners of our surroundings. Creepy things. Imagine this eerie scene. A girl cautiously opens a manhole, and through the darkness, a person's forehead is chillingly revealed on camera. It's the stuff of nightmares, right? The spine-tingling moment captured is undeniably creepy, sending shivers down your spine. The dimly lit surroundings add an extra layer of mystery, heightening the scare factor. As the girl slowly unveils the hidden world beneath, the unexpected appearance of someone's forehead intensifies the fear. It's the kind of unsettling sight that makes you question what might be lurking in the shadows. The simplicity of the scene amplifies its horror, a simple action turning into a heart-pounding experience. Whether it's a prank, paranormal encounter, or something else entirely, the video leaves an indelible mark on your imagination. It's a reminder that sometimes the ordinary can transform into the extraordinarily frightening, caught on camera for all to witness. Brace yourself for the unexpected, as reality takes a chilling detour into the realm of the unknown. Demonic wall? In the eerie recording, the unsettling scene unfolded, capturing a hair-raising spectacle that defied comprehension. A girl, draped in a white dress and possessing an otherworldly aura, assumed a demonic semblance as she clutched another girl by her long hair. The atmosphere became charged with an unspoken terror as this spectral entity defied gravity, climbing the wall with an unnatural ease, the girl suspended in mid-air by the strength of her own hair. The haunting image of the demon-like figure scaling the wall left viewers in a state of disbelief. The camera tracked the unnerving journey along the corridor of the wall, the girl in the creature's grasp seemingly at its mercy. Abruptly, with a malevolent gesture, the demonic entity released its ethereal grip on the captive's hair, sending her plummeting to the ground below. The chilling recording documented a nightmarish encounter, blurring the boundaries between reality and the supernatural. The enigmatic entity, with its spectral features, left an indelible mark on the viewers, leaving them to grapple with the eerie mysteries that linger in the shadows of the unexplained. Unknown creature. Picture this, an investigator doing his thing, recording a video like it's just another day. But out of the blue, bam, a see-through ghostly creature pops up right behind him. The investigator, totally clueless, just carries on, oblivious to the spooky presence lurking behind. The translucent entity, all white and eerie, adds a whole new layer of creepiness to the scene. It's like a ghost photobombing a casual video shoot. You can almost feel the suspense building up as viewers watch, wondering what the investigator will notice the unexpected guest. The video spreads like wildfire as people gasp at the unexpected twist. "Did you see that ghostly thing?" becomes the talk of the town, literally and figuratively, about the spine-chilling company he had during his recording. It's a real-life ghost story caught on tape, and the unsuspecting investigator becomes the star of his very own paranormal show, all while being blissfully unaware of the ghostly sidekick stealing the spotlight. Ghostly forest creature. Deep within the dark woods, beneath the eerie moonlight, a scary scene unfolded. Two men visiting the forest found themselves in a strange and unsettling situation. It all began innocently enough, but a sudden feeling of dread gripped their hearts, making every step feel heavy with fear. As they ventured in deeper into the woods, their flashlights cut through the thick darkness, revealing only more mystery. Their voices, once confident, now quivered with anxiety.
What is that? Do you hear that? Do you hear that?
And then, out of nowhere, it appeared. A horrifying creature, something not of this world. Fear surged through them as the creature emitted terrifying screams.
Go! No! Run! Run!
Panic took hold, and they fled for their lives, leaving behind a world that had turned into a nightmare. The pursuit of the grotesque creature continued, a relentless terror that refused to let them go. This was a nightmarish encounter, leaving all who witnessed it in a state of profound fear.
What the? What the?
No one could explain what that creature was or why it lurked in the woods. It was a chilling mystery that would haunt their memories, forever etched in the darkest corners of their minds. Ethereal Forest Enigma. Deep within the obscurity of a forest, a camera shrouded in the cloak of night vision captured an unsettling tableau, unfurling a mystery that defied comprehension. In the dim glow, a mysterious figure materialized, draped in a white dress akin to a spectral shroud, with long black tendrils of hair cascading like an ominous curtain, concealing the face. The eyes, pools of profound darkness, fixated downward on the ground, presenting an image that evoked the eerie stillness of a corpse. The enigma of this spectral entity lingered, casting a haunting veil over the wooded expanse. As the camera's lens delved into the enigmatic scene, the identity of the ghostly figure remained elusive. The air thickened with an otherworldly chill as viewers grappled with the ambiguity of the encounter. Was it a lost soul, a figment of imagination, or something more sinister? The unanswered questions echoed through the nocturnal forest, leaving an unsettling sense of the uncanny, an encounter with the unknown that left those behind it with a profound sense of disquiet, wondering about the mysteries concealed within the darkened woods. A Bigfoot?
There. He's got.
Hold on to your hats because this is wild. So, imagine this person records the scariest video ever. It's dark, right? There's this dude who seems all human-like, chilling by the streetlight in the garden. But, plot twist, out of nowhere, a Bigfoot shows up. Yeah, Bigfoot, like the hairy, gigantic mystery creature. Now, this Bigfoot character isn't there for a garden party or anything. It's just standing, staring at the light. And let me tell you, it's not your average friendly neighbor vibe. It's scary, tall, and the whole look is straight out of a horror movie. Our video hero? Well, there are no superheroes. The scary combo of the human-looking guy and Bigfoot staring down the streetlight? Too much. They bolt, and who can blame them? I mean, that's not the kind of late-night encounter you want in your life. So, there you have it. A spooky night, a weird dude, a Bigfoot, and a runner. Just another day in the wild world of mysterious videos.
I don't know. It looked like a man, but I don't know what the it was. It was walking around.
Horrifying encounter. Late at night, workers were driving a big truck down a dark road. The truck's engine was the only sound in the quiet night. The road looked old and tired, just like the workers. Suddenly, a strange thing happened. A ghostly lady appeared in front of the truck from the darkness. She looked like a spirit, glowing and weird. The workers were really surprised. They looked at each other with big, surprised eyes, not sure what to do. The truck went slower, almost stopping. Its bright lights showed the spooky lady clearly. She did not move, like a mysterious force was keeping her there. The workers, feeling a mix of curiosity and fear, looked through the front window, trying to understand what was happening in the dark night. At that strange moment, the truck, the road, and the ghost lady made a weird picture. It was like a mysterious encounter that the workers would always remember. It was a meeting between normal and really strange things on that quiet night journey. Mystical night, eerie creature. In the dark night, something strange happened. A video caught a weird thing on a roof. People walking nearby saw it, a spooky creature with glowing eyes in the shadows. It looked odd and nobody could understand what it really was. Those people got scared as they stared at the mysterious sight. The creature stayed still, making the air feel heavy with fear. Its glowing eyes felt like they weren't from our world. Feeling brave, the people went closer, hoping to solve the mystery. But it wasn't a living thing. It was more like a spooky skeleton on the roof. The night air was filled with strange secrets. The mystery stuck around like a puzzle no one could solve. People wondered, what was that ghostly thing in the dark? The secrets of that night, like mist disappearing, left everyone with a memory of a creepy mystery that stayed unsolved. Shadowy room encounter. Within the confines of a dimly lit room, a camera documented an eerie sequence of unexplained events, plunging the atmosphere into a realm of chilling uncertainty. Mysterious sounds echoed, interwoven with the heavy breaths of an unseen presence. As the camera's focus shifted, revealing a shadowy figure concealed in darkness, its eyes glimmering with an ominous gleam, an unsettling tension permeated the air. Positioned at the edge of the bed, the mysterious entity fixed its gaze upon the unsuspecting recorder, emitting a horrifying sound that reverberated through the room. In the harrowing moments that followed, the camera slowly turned, capturing the creature's gradual retreat into the shadows. The person behind the lens, gripped by fear, fled frantically in the disorienting night vision. The interplay of darkness and desperate footsteps created a disconcerting tableau, leaving viewers with a lingering sense of dread. The enigmatic figure, with eyes that seemed to pierce the very soul, had woven a nightmarish encounter that defied explanation. A haunting episode that would forever dwell in the realms of the unknown. Jungle Enigma Unveiled. In the heart of an ancient jungle, beneath the dense canopy of towering trees, a camera silently documented an enigma that would send shivers down the spines of those who dared to witness it. Under the cover of night vision, the lens captured an elusive figure, resembling a shadowy entity, weaving through the labyrinth of trees and bushes. This mysterious being, concealed in the darkness, seemed to move with an otherworldly grace, leaving viewers spellbound and perplexed. As the camera rolled, capturing the eerie spectacle, speculation ran rampant. Was it a mythical creature, the legendary Bigfoot traversing the dense foliage? The footage, obscured and mystical, offered no clear answers. The jungle, bathed in an inky blackness, became a realm of uncertainty and fear. The leaves rustled and shadows danced, conspiring to keep the true identity of the elusive figure concealed. The jungle's ancient secrets whispered through the night, leaving those who watched the footage with a lingering sense of unease, a reminder that some mysteries are destined to remain unsolved. Creepy crawly creature. Watch this super creepy video that is making everyone scared. In the video, a weird humanoid critter shows up, and it's so spooky. The video starts all quiet and gives you that creepy feeling like something's about to happen. Then, out of nowhere, this strange creature appears on the screen. Its face looks all twisted and freaky, and its eyes get huge with shock and fear when it sees the camera. The creature lets out this super scary scream that echoes in the dark. It will give you goosebumps. People who've seen it cannot believe what they're watching. The creature moves in this really strange way, and its riots are like something from Agony. It's so freaky that anyone who watches it gets totally scared and cannot look away. The video captures the real, raw fear of not knowing what is going on, and the weird creature is flipping out because of the camera. Get ready for a seriously scary time when you check out this video. It's like stepping into a world where things are just too strange and scary, and you will not believe what you're seeing. Mysterious Bigfoot haunting. The video showed that as the sun went down, shadows stretched across the quiet fields near the old farm. A strange thing happened there. Someone recorded a video of a really big creature, like the famous Bigfoot. It walked in the grass, and you could only see its dark shape against the fading evening sky. This huge thing moved strangely, kind of mysterious. The camera was far away, so it couldn't show the details. It felt like the creature was from another world, making everything around it feel not quite real. People in the area started talking, wondering how this Bigfoot came to the field and what it was doing. Nobody had answers, and everyone was curious about this strange event as the sun disappeared. Watching the video made people feel uneasy. The images weren't clear, and the Bigfoot's reasons were unknown. People even started thinking of wild ideas, like old stories mixing with our world. The Bigfoot, like a ghost in the dim light, left behind lots of questions. Bigfoot on a snowy road. On a cold and snowy night, a man embarks on a chilling journey down a deserted road. The darkness wraps around like a heavy cloak, and the only source of light is the dim glow from his car's headlights. As he drives, he notices an eerie silence, broken only by the crunch of snow beneath his tires. Suddenly, his attention is captivated by a mysterious figure emerging from the shadows. Fumbling for his phone, he starts recording this strange encounter. To his disbelief, a colossal creature resembling the legendary Bigfoot materializes on the snowy road. The creature moves swiftly, its large, hairy form blending with the wintry landscape. Fear grips the man as he continues to video, his shaky hands struggling to keep the phone steady. The critter's footprints leave an unforgettable mark on the snow, confirming the surreal encounter. The video captures the pressure of the moment as the man grapples with the shock of witnessing something beyond explanation in the desolate darkness. The snowy road becomes a stage for the unexpected, leaving viewers with a spine-tingling sense of the mysterious and the unknown. A Bigfoot at night. In the spooky video, a guy goes into a really dark forest with just a flashlight. It's super suspenseful as he walks precisely through the quiet woods. Suddenly, his flashlight shows something huge, a creature so big it's hard to believe. It gives you shivers as the guy records on video this mysterious and really scary thing, talked about quietly by people. This gigantic creature sneaks around the trees, hidden in the dark night. The video shows how scared the guy is, his breath showing in the cold air. The creature for sure is really, really big, seen in the flickering light. A sight that makes you question what is real. Its existence, kept secret in the dark of the forest, surprises anyone watching. The video takes you on a scary journey into something unknown, a meeting with something not easily explained. Even after the video ends, the memory of this mysterious and terrifying meeting in the middle of the dark forest stays with you. Midnight Haunt. In the quiet confines of a bedroom, a recording unfolded, capturing an inexplicable series of events that unfolded in the stillness of the night. As the husband and wife peacefully slept, an eerie disturbance permeated the room, a disconcerting sound that roused the woman from her slumber. Despite her desperate attempts to wake her husband, he remained unresponsive. A haunting knock echoed through the room, and with an otherworldly twist, the door swung open of its own accord, sending shivers down the woman's spine.
Wake up.
Her futile attempts to awaken her husband persisted, met only with an unsettling silence from him. The atmosphere thickened with an unspoken terror of a showpiece on the side table abruptly crashed to the floor, intensifying the woman's fear.
Wake up! Wake up! What the
The camera documented this nocturnal enigma, leaving viewers in a state of chilling uncertainty. The inexplicable events within the seemingly mundane bedroom hinted at a spectral presence, a disturbance that blurred the lines between the natural and the supernatural, a disquieting testimony to the eerie mysteries that can unfold within the intimate spaces we consider safe. Haunted Hallway. In the dimly lit corridors of the hospital, a camera captured an eerie episode involving 3 nurses, 2 females and 1 male. They ventured into an unoccupied section where closed doors hinted at an abandoned area. Undeterred, the male nurse proceeded to enter a dark room, documenting the mysterious surroundings. As the camera rolled, a sudden movement of the curtain sent a shiver down their spines. A boy emerged from the shadows, running frantically. Startled, the nurses looked back to witness an inexplicable occurrence. The bottle on the table fell without apparent cause. The unsettling scene unfolded, prompting an immediate retreat from the nurses. The atmosphere, once quiet, now pulsated with an unspoken fear as they hurriedly left the mysterious room. The camera documented this paranormal encounter, leaving viewers with an indelible sense of the supernatural, a testament to the unexplained phenomena that can manifest within the quiet, unseen corners of a hospital.
It moved, yes it did. It did. How did you not see that?
Oh, okay.
Haunted theater. In the sterile corridors of a hospital, a chilling anomaly unfolded under the watchful gaze of a camera. A person in a wheelchair navigated towards a patient's room, triggering the automatic opening of the door to the operating theater. As the individual entered, a mysterious figure followed suit. Subsequently, the wheelchair-bound person emerged from the room, now accompanied by the patient, and headed straight for the operating theater. The atmosphere thickened with an unsettling tension as the wheelchair entered the theater, only to be followed by a sudden and frantic retreat. Seconds later, both the wheelchair-bound person and the patient bolted out, their faces etched with terror. Abruptly, the imposing doors of the operating theater snapped shut, sealing the enigma within its sterile confines. The footage of a cryptic ballet of events left viewers grappling with unspoken horrors lurking in the very heart of the hospital. The automatic responses of doors, the manic escape, and the shared fear etched on the faces of the fleeing figures left an indelible mark, a haunting testimony to the inexplicable and the unsettling realities concealed within the clinical walls. Horned Creature. Okay, this trail camera just snagged a video that's straight out of a horror flick. Picture this, a horned creature, yeah, with actual horns, peeking out of the window of some abandoned building. Now, that's the stuff of nightmares. I'm telling you, this scene is so spine-chilling that even your everyday person wouldn't handle it well. Those dark, bright eyes staring through the window and that overall creepy vibe, it's enough to give anyone the heebie-jeebies. Imagine you're the one stumbling upon this footage. You'd probably do a double take, then sprint in the opposite direction, right? I mean, who wants to deal with a horned creature hanging out in an old spooky building? The whole thing sounds like a plot twist in a scary movie. It's a video that makes you wonder if you're living in a real horror story. Stay away from abandoned buildings and people. You never know what will peek out from the shadows. Unknown creature. Alright, buckle up for this one. So, there's this trail camera, right? And it catches a seriously spooky video. Picture this unknown creature almost like a spy giving the camera the full-on stare. Creepy, right? It's like a mix of humans, Bigfoot, and who knows what else. What makes it hair-raising? Those eyes. Bright and spooky, staring straight into the camera as if it knows it's being watched. Gives you the chills just thinking about it, huh? Now, the big mystery is whether it's a person, a Bigfoot on a secret mission, or some otherworldly being. Imagine stumbling upon that footage. Your heart would probably do a little race. I mean, who knew the wilderness had its own set of spooky spies? Keep those trail cameras rolling, because you never know what mysterious creatures might be giving you the eye in the dark. Terrestrial mermaid encounter. In the obscurity of the night, a camera equipped with night vision documented a mystifying scene that unfolded in the darkness. 3 figures surrounded a creature lying on the surface, encrusted with dirt, a mystical entity bearing an uncanny resemblance to a mermaid. The enigmatic presence of a mermaid on the terrestrial plane raised perplexing questions, casting an eerie atmosphere over the recording. As the camera scrutinized the unearthly tableau, the mystery of why a mermaid found itself on dry land remained elusive. The creature, adorned with scales and seemingly out of its aquatic habitat, lay surrounded by 3 observers, their expressions of mix of awe and trepidation. The air resonated with a sense of the supernatural, as the camera captured a moment that defied the natural order. Viewers were left to grapple with the unsettling juxtaposition of myth and reality. Why was a mermaid stranded in the darkened realm of the terrestrial? Spooky ghost captured on security cam. On a spooky night, a camera near a parked car caught something really strange. In the dark, misty shapes appeared and turned into a ghost. It was see-through and glowed in a weird way, floating over the quiet parking area. The ghostly thing reached out towards the car, like it was pulled by something you cannot see. The air felt strange, making the place feel creepy. It was like the ghost was stuck between our world and another. The camera quietly recorded everything, showing the ghost moving around. The glittering shadows and the ghost shape made the normal parking lot feel spooky. The air got heavy, and it felt like there was a mystery in the air. As time passed on the recording, the mysterious ghost kept doing its strange things. Watching the video made people wonder about what is real and what is not, about what we can see and what we can't. On that quiet night, the ghost image stayed in the air, making the ordinary place seem a bit magical and strange. Strange creature. Hold on to your hats, because there's this camera recording a downright spine-chilling video in a dark, mysterious jungle. Enter this weird creature. It's just lurking in the shadows, standing tall and staring right into the camera lens. Picture this face, covered in hair, giving off major creepy vibes. But here's the kicker. Its mouth is like something out of a horror flick, seriously scary stuff. It's this unexpected encounter in the heart of the jungle, and the video freezes this eerie moment where you can practically feel the hair on your neck stand up. The creature's gaze is like it's piercing through the darkness, making you wonder what in the wild world is going on. It's a hair-raising scene, a real-life encounter with the unknown that leaves you with that spine-tingling feeling. Nature sure knows how to throw us some seriously creepy surprises in the jungle after dark. A Bigfoot. A trail camera was doing its thing, innocently recording the woods, when bam! It spots something seriously creepy. As the camera zooms in, guess what shows up? Only the legendary Bigfoot, clear as day. I saw the footage, and let me tell you, it's like every spooky campfire tale coming to life. There's this massive, hairy creature just doing its Bigfoot thing in the woods. It's both thrilling and spine-chilling to see the real deal caught on camera. I mean, who would have thought, right? Bigfoot making a star appearance in a trail camera video, it's like finding a needle in a paranormal haystack, and they actually got it on tape. Gives you the shivers just thinking about it. If you're into the whole mysterious cryptid scene, this video is a game changer. Seeing Bigfoot in action, or at least on tape, is the stuff of legend. It's like the forest held on to its secret for ages, and now, thanks to a trail camera, we've got a front row seat to the real-life Bigfoot show. Crazy, right? Unknown creature. Guess what the trail camera stumbled upon? This massive, eerie thing appears on camera, and everyone's like, is that Bigfoot's secret twin or what? But here's the kicker. Nobody really knows what it is. It's like the wild decided to throw us a curveball in the form of this giant, scary-looking mystery creature. The footage is enough to make you do a double take. Imagine Bigfoot, but with an extra layer of mystery. It's got everyone speculating and scratching their heads like, what on earth did we just witness? And the crazy part? No one has a clue about this creature's identity. Is it a lost prehistoric buddy of Bigfoot, or did nature decide to invent a new character just for kicks? Your guess is as good as mine. So here we are with a wild video that leaves us with more questions than answers. A creature that's part Bigfoot, part enigma. It's like the forest has its own version of a suspense thriller, and we're all just trying to figure out the plot twist. A skinwalker.
Oh my god, hello!
Hold up, you won't believe this. There's a video floating around where a girl catches a skinwalker on camera. Yeah, the spooky stuff. This creature is just standing there right in front of the camera, giving off major creepy vibes. Most folks would be running for the hills, but not this girl. She's laughing. Can you imagine? Instead of freaking out, she's all brave, cracking up while filming the skinwalker like it's a comedy show. I don't know about you, but if I stumbled upon a creature straight out of scary stories, I'd probably be the one sprinting away. Props to this fearless girl, though. She's turning a potentially nightmare-inducing moment into a comedy special. It's like, hey skinwalker, you might be spooky, but you're not getting under my skin. Who knew encountering mythical creatures could be so entertaining?
Oh my god, hello!
Ethereal enigma unveiled. In the hidden depths of an obscure covered area, the camera unveiled a perplexing spectacle, an apparition taking the form of ethereal white hair. The footage documented a riddle that resisted comprehension, challenging the boundaries of conventional understanding. The air-like entity draped in an otherworldly hue stirred an unsettling atmosphere within the sheltered expanse, creating an uncanny dance of light and shadow. Viewers found themselves thrust into a realm of ambiguity as the camera exposed the spectral essence of this enigmatic manifestation. The white air, shapeless and mysterious, lingered in the air, leaving an enduring imprint on those who witnessed the inexplicable display. The recording, immersed in an eerie luminescence, fueled speculation about the creature's origin, fostering a collective mixture of fascination and trepidation. The once unnoticed air became a canvas for the unknown, kindling a haunted curiosity that reverberated through the veiled recesses, a compelling reminder of the enigmatic forces that occasionally defy our understanding of the natural world. Ethereal night intrigue. As the camera focused on the enigmatic aerial display, speculation shrouded the night. What were these objects, violating the laws of the known as they soared through the darkness? Their fleeting shapes, visible only in the ghostly glow of night vision, pushed the boundaries of comprehension. An unsettling tension filled the air as the unidentified flying anomalies seemed to deride all efforts to unveil their secrets. In the pursuit of answers, investigators and intrigued onlookers delved into the mysteries captured on film. The mysterious nature of the flying objects, akin to elusive specters in the nocturnal vastness, left observers with a mix of awe and trepidation.
There's a whole fleet of them. Look on the ASA. My gosh.
Snowy giant mystery. In a quiet, snowy place, a camera caught something strange that puzzled the people and investigators. Huge footprints, like those of a giant creature, marked the untouched snowy path. These weren't regular footprints. They looked a lot like the tracks of the famous abominable snowman, making those who saw them feel a bit scared. As the camera moved across the mysterious trail, people started guessing. What kind of creature with feet like a mythical giant had walked here? The footprints, pressed deep into the cold snow, suggested a big and unknown creature. People who first thought the snowy scene was beautiful now felt uneasy, not knowing what might be out there. Local authorities and curious bystanders tried to figure out the mystery, putting together the story of this mysterious visitor. The footprints, like frozen hints of a puzzle, echoed in the snowy landscape, leaving a feeling of amazement and fear. The scary thought stayed that in the calm snowfall, something not from our world had left its mark. Maybe an abominable snowman, or something even scarier, still there in the cold open space. Ominous owl encounter. In the moonlit shadows of an eerie garden, a camera captured an enigmatic encounter between two owls. Standing perched on a watering pot, their haunting hoots resonated through the still night. One owl, its sinister silhouette facing the camera, emitted guttural noises, causing its bottom feathers to ripple mysteriously. Beside it, its feathery companion responded with side-facing calls, prompting unsettling movements in its plumage. After a disconcerting exchange, the owl facing the camera took a few deliberate steps aside. A chilling silence enveloped the scene as it began to drink from the water pot, its eyes gleaming in the darkness. The other owl, with an unhurried and ghostly turn, pivoted on its perch to join in the macabre communion, partaking in the ominous ritual of hydration. The air thickened with an unsettling tension, leaving viewers with an unshakable sense of foreboding. The garden, once tranquil, now echoed with the haunting memory of their silent exchange, shrouded in a mysterious atmosphere that lingered, unanswered and unsettling. Unwanted sighting. In the eerie depths of a moonlit forest, an unexpected and unsettling sight unfolded before a camera's unblinking eye, exposing nature's unsettling secret. Within the inky darkness, countless tree trunks had been enigmatically entwined by an otherworldly, thick white rope. Upon closer scrutiny, this spectral cord writhed and slithered, evoking spine-tingling terror. As the lens zoomed in, the grotesque truth materialized. A colossal serpent, its sinuous form coiled around a multitude of trees, like a nightmarish guardian of the woods. Its head, a macabre amalgamation, resembled neither horse nor human, but a ghastly skeletal visage. Its bony countenance, though equine in some eerie way, defied earthly logic. This cryptic footage, an unsettling testament to the unknown, sent shivers down the spines of those who dared to watch, haunting their thoughts with the unsettling mysteries lurking in the heart of the forest. Muntjac deer. So there's this wild video from a trail camera showing a muntjac deer with not one, but two faces. Picture it, a deer happily munching on snacks with its front face like it's no big deal. But here's the kicker. It's got a whole other face on the back of its head. I watched the footage, and let me tell you, it's pretty surreal. The deer acts all casual, chomping away. But seeing an animal with two faces is straight up weird. I mean, nature, what are you up to? It's not like the deer minds, it seems perfectly content with its double face situation. But for us watching, it's a bit on the creepy side. You expect animals to have one face, right? This deer is breaking all the rules. Imagine stumbling upon this scene in the woods. You'd probably do a double take yourself. Nature can be downright bizarre, and this two-faced deer is living proof. It's like a snack-eating enigma wandering around in the wild. Mama bear and cub. A trail camera capturing the pure cuteness of a mama bear and her cub having a playdate in the wild. I watched the video, and let me tell you, it's like a nature-made Disney movie. So there's this mama bear, right? And she's just casually goofing around with her fluffy little cub. They're rolling in the grass, playing tag, and doing all those adorable bear antics. The best part? They're completely unaware they're stealing the show on camera. It's a full-on bear playtime extravaganza. The cub's probably thinking, "Mom, you're it," and Mama Bear's all in, just enjoying the simple joy of play. You can see the happiness oozing from the screen. Nature's versions of a feel-good movie. The innocence of the moment is what gets you. It's like a snapshot of a perfect day in Bearland. If you need a dose of fuzzy warmth, this video is it. Bears playing like nobody's watching. It's a reminder that even in the wild, family moments are universal. And sometimes, you just gotta play, no matter who's watching. Snow leopard. Okay, listen to this adorable tale caught on the trail camera. There's a snow leopard mom being all sneaky and cute, so her fluffy cub decides to play a game of surprise, right? The little one's practicing its stalking skills. Now, the mom, being a cool snow leopard mom, pretends to be scared. I mean, come on, that's just too cute. She's there acting all startled like, "Oh no, where did you come from?" You can almost hear her saying, "Good job, little stalker." It's like a wild game of hide and seek. But in the snowy mountains with these majestic creatures, the cub is probably thinking it's the master of stealth, and mom's playing along to boost its confidence. I watched the video, and trust me, it's heart-melting. The snow leopard mom encouraging her cub with this pretend scared act is just pure sweetness. Nature can be a real softie sometimes, especially when it comes to adorable family moments in the wild. Local cougar. There's a local cougar making a star appearance on a trail camera. The camera doesn't miss a beat, capturing every step of this feline prowler. You can practically feel the suspense watching it. This big cat owning the night, lurking around like it's got some secret mission. It's like nature's own action movie, starring the local cougar as the main character. The size of this cat is something else. You'd think cougars were on the smaller side, but nope, not this one. It's a reminder that even in the dark, there's a whole world of wild wonders happening right under our noses. Trapdoor spider. So there's this trail camera minding its own business, right? Well, it captures a trapdoor spider doing some serious James Bond moves. This spider's got skills. First off, it's like a ninja. The spider wraps itself in this silk thing, like a secret agent in a silk cape, all sneaky-like. Then, here comes the genius part. It sets up this trip line, a spider-style security system. If anything steps on it, bam, it's showtime. Now, the prey, thinking it's just another day in the bug world, strolls along and hits that trip line. Cue the spider action. The line starts vibrating like some animal alarm system, and before you know it, the spider's got its prey caught in the act. No fancy words here, just a spider pulling off a top-notch trap to snag its dinner. Nature's got its own spies, and this trapdoor spider is definitely in the secret agent league of the wild. Unknown creature. Hey there. So, picture this. Someone caught a video of this super weird animal roaming in the middle of a field. It's like a mix between a deer and a fox, but nobody has a clue about what it really is. Kinda creepy, right? I mean, who wouldn't be freaked out by a mystery creature just strolling around? The video is making the rounds and folks are scratching their heads trying to ID this thing. It's got that deer vibe with a dash of fox flair, but it's the ultimate mystery guest at this wildlife party. So yeah, mystery creature videos, not for the faint of heart. Maybe one day someone will crack the case and tell us what's really going on in those fields. Until then, let the guessing games continue. Strange sea animal?
What the F is that?
Guess what? There's this creepy video floating around of a bizarre sea creature. It's like a snake, but not quite. Get this. When someone decides to poke it, the thing spreads out, almost like roots or something. Now, that's the stuff of nightmares, right? I mean, who expects to run into a sea critter that acts like a combo of a snake and an alien plant? It's all kind of strange and eerie. You watch this video and your brain just goes, wait, what is that? Imagine being the one behind the camera thinking you're filming a regular old sea creature, and then bam, it starts doing its weird root-spreading dance. I'd probably freak out, honestly. It's not your everyday underwater encounter, so yeah, there you have it, a spine-chilling sea creature doing its thing. Nature sure knows how to keep us on our toes with these mysterious and creepy surprises. Unearthly gaze unveiled. In the dimly lit confines of a house, a camera documented a peculiar and unsettling scene. Several individuals gathered around a round table, bathed in flickering light, engaged in an inexplicable activity.
Going for a walk, and I look up.
The nature of their actions remained shrouded in mystery, an eerie dance unfolding in the ambient glow. Suddenly, a collective and synchronized movement gripped every person, their faces turning sharply towards the camera. The person behind the lens, once a passive observer, now became the focal point of an unspoken and unsettling acknowledgement. The air thickened with an unspoken tension as the gaze of each participant bore into the camera, leaving the recorder with a sense of profound discomfort. A disconcerting moment captured in the inexplicable choreography of the night. As their eyes met, a palpable unease settled in, casting a haunting shadow over the otherwise obscure ritual, leaving the recorder with lingering questions and an indelible sense of foreboding. Daylight enigma unveiled. In the expansive daylight of a farm, a camera captured an intriguing sight, revealing a mysterious entity with an eerie and unsettling presence. Cloaked in black, this figure stood amidst the agricultural landscape. Its long limbs devoid of any recognizable features or facial expressions. The daylight, which usually brings clarity, instead cast an enigmatic shadow upon this obscure being. The recording unfolded in a documentary tone, allowing viewers to witness this perplexing encounter with a sense of both curiosity and trepidation. The mysterious figure, an anomaly in the bright openness of the farm, left those who observed it with a lingering unease, an unspoken question hanging in the air, challenging the boundaries of the known and venturing into the realm of the inexplicable. The daylight offered no solace in demystifying the nature of this black-clad enigma, leaving the farm shrouded in unanswered questions and a sense of eerie wonder. Forest phantoms unveiled. In the proximity of a dense forest, a camera documented an unsettling scene, capturing the passage of two enigmatic air-like creatures. Their unrecognizable forms moved with an eerie, unnatural gait, casting an otherworldly presence. The haunting footage unfolded in a realm of mystery, as the camera revealed these spectral beings walking in a peculiar manner, their features obscured by an ethereal quality. The unidentified creatures moving silently through the periphery of the forest left viewers with an unsettling sense of the unknown. The air of the forest seemed to carry whispers of the natural as the camera rolled, documenting this spectral encounter. The haunting nature of the scene lingered, a testament to the mysteries that can manifest in the darkened corners of nature, unseen and unexplained. Nocturnal Bone Horde. In the heart of the nocturnal forest, a video recorded unveiled a bone-chilling spectacle. A gathering of bony creatures with facial features so obscure and unrecognizable that they defied categorization. These entities, neither human nor animal, materialized in the darkness, casting an eerie presence that induced fear in any who laid eyes upon them in the dead of night. The documentary tone narrated the mysterious scene as the camera explored the depths of the forest, revealing the grotesque figures that seemed to emerge from the shadows. The night, which usually shrouds the unknown, became a canvas for the unimaginable. The bone-like creatures with their strange and horrible visages stood as a testament to the enigmatic inhabitants that dwell in the hidden realms of the wilderness, leaving viewers to grapple with the unsettling mysteries concealed within the nocturnal expanse. 2 wild deer. The video unfolds with an air of mystery as 2 wild deer gracefully traverse the wintry landscape, seemingly on a quest for food. Unaware of being recorded, the deer move with a certain grace, their movements unhurried as they navigate the cold, white surroundings. The camera captures their every step, creating a silent spectacle that unfolds in the heart of the tranquil forest. It's as if they're engaged in a secret dance, leaving imprints on the pristine snow as they go about their business. The hush of the snowy woods provides a backdrop to this enchanting display, amplifying the simplicity and beauty of nature's rhythm. The deer, seemingly in search of sustenance, contribute to the poetry of the landscape, their presence unfolding like a silent story captured by the lens. It's a moment frozen in time, where the delicate balance of the forest and the creatures within it take center stage, creating a captivating vignette of the heart of winter. Wild hog piglets. You won't believe what the trail camera snagged. A kind of spooky yet hilarious video of these wild hog piglets going all out on a fun spree. Imagine it. The camera captured these little guys in the lurking forest, and they're just unleashing cuteness overload. It's like they discovered a secret playground in the woods. These piglets, looking like tiny balls of mischief, are having a blast together. Their antics are a mix of creepy and funny. The forest sets the stage for their adventure, shadows playing tricks as these hot piglets trot around, exchanging playful nudges and winks. It's a cute chaos you wouldn't expect from the usually serious woods. The lurking forest turns into this unexpected hotspot for piglet shenanigans, making you appreciate the quirky side of nature. Old wild boar. The camera captures this boar in the dark, and it's like on a quest for something, maybe a late-night snack or who knows what. The forest shadows play tricks as the boar moves, making it seem even more mysterious. It's like it's unaware of the camera, just doing its thing in the shadows. The old boar's appearance adds to the eerie factor, rugged like it's seen its fair share of forest adventures. You can almost feel the tension in the air as it explores, with the camera silently catching every step. The lurking forest becomes a stage for this nocturnal wanderer, creating a moment that's both creepy and fascinating. It's like nature's secret show in the dark, starring an old boar in search of who knows what. The camera becomes a sneak peek into the wild, where even the oldest boars have their own mysterious quests in the depths of the lurking forest. Wild hog. Check this out. The trail camera captures this seriously creepy scene in a dark, lurking forest. A wild hog. In the video, the wild hog's eyes lock onto the camera, giving you that spine-chilling feeling. The dark forest becomes the backdrop for this unsettling encounter, and the hog seems totally aware it's being watched. It's the kind of thing that gives you the heebie-jeebies. The hog's presence is so close, and the camera captures every detail, making the whole scene scarier. The darkness, the intense gaze. It's a spooky combo that sends shivers down your spine. Nature, in its mysterious way, shows us a side that makes you think twice about wandering around in a lurking forest after sunset. Mountain's enigmatic stare. The video revealed a perplexing sight, an obscure creature draped in sleek black fur resembling a primate, its long fingers and hands positioned eerily towards the towering peak. The documentary tone unfolded as the camera captured this enigmatic being, its features masked by the onyx strands that covered its form. The black-furred creature, reminiscent of a monkey but unsettling in its unfamiliarity, stood in stark contrast to the natural landscape. The daylight, which typically illuminates clarity, instead casts an eerie shadow upon this mysterious entity, leaving viewers to grapple with the uncanny and unknown. As the creature faced the mountain, an unspoken question lingered. What mysterious connection or purpose propelled its gaze towards the lofty heights? Became a testament to the inscrutable occurrences that can manifest in the broad expanses of the natural world, introducing an unsettling element into the familiar terrain and challenging the boundaries of the known. Nocturnal enigma unveiled. In the eerie glow of dim streetlights, a video documented a perplexing nocturnal scene. The documentary tone unfolded as the recorder aimed their lens at a figure in the distance, walking with an uncanny resemblance to a monkey or an elusive creature.
What is that?
The darkened ambiance added an unsettling layer to the scene, and despite attempts to zoom in, the creature remained obscured, shrouded in mystery. The narrator conveyed the atmosphere of suspense, highlighting the creature's haunting movements and the eerie sounds that accompanied its progress. The inability to capture a clear image intensified the enigma, leaving viewers to speculate about the nature of this mysterious being. The night, typically a realm of quietude, now echoed with unsettling sounds and the unsettling gait of the unidentified entity. The documentary served as a chilling testament to the cryptic occurrences that can unfold in the shadows of the night, stirring a sense of dread and fascination with the unknown. Shadowed entities lunge. In the dimly lit surroundings, a video captured a chilling encounter as a person cautiously entered an undisclosed location, pushing open a creaky wooden door. The documentary tone narrated the unfolding events as the man ventured into the darkened room. In the night vision of the camera, a mysterious and unrecognizable creature emerged, a ghastly figure moving on all fours with an unsettling agility. Its white skin illuminated in the camera's lens. As the man took a few steps forward, the creature, a spectral enigma in the shadows, suddenly lunged towards him with a disturbing speed. The unsettling encounter served as a testament to the unknown entities that may lurk in the obscure corners of our surroundings, leaving the viewers with a lingering sense of dread, a chilling reminder of the mysteries that can manifest when one delves into the shadows of the unseen. Enigmatic forest echoes. In the heart of a mysterious forest, a disturbing symphony of eerie sounds echoing in the darkness was captured on video recording. The camera acted as a silent witness, recording the eerie cacophony echoing through the thick foliage. The usually quiet forest became a theater of unknown voices, each scream sending shivers down my spine. Through the lens, the viewer is transported to the heart of a mysterious forest and has to deal with the disturbing reality that deep in nature, strange and unexplained voices pierce the silence, creating an atmosphere of fear and fascination. It didn't. The haunting sounds lingered and left an indelible mark on the hearts of those who ventured into the mysterious realm of the dark forest. Daylight forest menace. In the broad daylight, the creature's grotesque appearance intensified the fear it instilled. As it methodically dismantled the camp with a palpable malevolence, the camp, once a haven of human activity, became a haunting battleground where the unknown clashed with the familiar. The video recording unveiled a bone-chilling scene, an obscure creature, entirely draped in black hair, resembling a nightmarish hybrid between a gorilla and the legendary Bigfoot. Viewers were thrust into a realm where the commonplace transformed into a chilling spectacle, leaving them to grapple with the inexplicable and the unsettling realities that lurk within the heart of nature. The daylight, usually a source of reassurance, instead illuminated a creature that defied understanding. A ghastly force with a penchant for destruction that echoed through the haunted expanses of the forest. Snake hanging from the ceiling. A camera captured a strange and unsettling sight. A mysterious snake dangled from the ceiling, the movement shrouded in mystery. This cryptic video unveiled the eerie truth that the snake was in the midst of devouring its prey. The snake, hanging from its tail, performed eerie spiral-like motions as it gripped onto a helpless possum. It seemed to draw support from the ceiling, perhaps using it as leverage to consume its unsuspecting victim. The chilling scene unfolded silently, the only sound being the snake's sinuous motions. As the camera rolled, the snake's cryptic dance of predation continued. The preying creature moved with an uncanny grace, its scales reflecting the dim light, making the scene even more unsettling. The possum's fate hung in the balance, its life slowly slipping away in this enigmatic tangle of survival. In this eerie and cryptic encounter, the snake's methodical and chilling behavior was revealed, reminding us of the mysterious and brutal aspects of nature that unfolds all around us. Stick insect. Alright, check this out. There's this trail camera video of a stick insect in Australia, and it's doing something bizarre. This little bugger is straight up hitting itself. I know, right? Creepy vibes all the way. So, you've got this seemingly innocent stick insect, but it's acting like it's having a one-insect mosh pit. It keeps smacking itself, and I'm sitting here like, dude, what's going on in your tiny bug brain? Watching it is like witnessing the insect version of a weird self-defense mechanism. It looks uncomfortable, almost like it's got an itch it just can't scratch properly. Imagine seeing that in person, a stick insect having a showdown with itself. I can't help but feel a bit weirded out. Stick insects are supposed to blend in and be chill, not engage in some insect self-slapstick. Nature's throwing us curveballs, and this stick insect is definitely playing an odd game. Creepy, uncomfortable, and just plain weird. That's the bug life down under, I guess. Exploring the scary creature. In a spooky video, a brave guy goes into a dark forest at night with his flashlight, making things creepy enough. He's careful as he walks through tall trees, and you can feel something weird in the air. The only light is from his flashlight, showing twisted branches and involved plants that make strange shadows. All of a sudden, things get really scary. The guy feels like something is hiding behind the trees. His flashlight shows a spooky creature with glowing eyes in the dark. His heart beats fast as he tries to understand what he's seeing. The creature stays hidden, showing up for just a little bit, making things even scarier. The guy, now both curious and scared, keeps going deeper into the forest. The weird feeling and the spooky creature make it a super scary experience, keeping people at the edge of their seats. The video really feels like a spooky adventure, showing things in the dark forest that we cannot explain. Creepy creature. Alright, check this out. There's this crazy video of some spooky creature with tons of legs, just casually strolling down a busy road in the middle of traffic chaos. Imagine a regular day, cars honking, everyone doing their thing, and then bam! This weird, creepy critter appears, making its way through the vehicles like it's on a casual walk. People in their cars are losing their minds, probably thinking they've landed in a sci-fi movie or something. I mean, who wouldn't freak out when faced with a creature straight out of your nightmares in the middle of rush hour? The footage captures this surreal moment, and you can practically feel the tension through the screen. The creature doesn't care about the hustle and bustle. It's just doing its own thing, strutting its many legs like it owns the road. You can almost hear the nervous laughter and exclamations from the folks witnessing this bizarre scene. It's like a real-life thriller unfolding in the midst of everyday life. Just another day on the road, but with a spine-chilling twist. Ghostly appearance. Hold up, gotta spill the beans on this spooky scene. Picture a pitch-black forest in the dead of night, right? So this camera's doing its thing, and bam! It captures a ghostly figure lurking in the darkness. Like total chills, man. This ghostly vibe decides to kick it up a notch and starts booking it towards this poor guy. I can almost feel the run for your life vibes through the screen. It's like a horror movie unfolding right there in the woods. Imagine the guy probably regretting every life choice as this ghostly thing is closing in on him. The forest must be all creepy, with weird noises and shadows making everything more intense. Bet you can hear the guy's heart pounding on the video. It's that classic spooky moment, dark forest, ghost on the run, and you're left wondering if the guy managed to outrun the ghostly sprinter. Talk about a wild midnight surprise, huh? The Ghost Child. In a spooky video that is confusing everyone, a little mystery kid was seen peeking into a small corner of a house.
Right here, and as they walk around the corner, the child is gone.
At first, a lady is just wandering around her home in the video. Then things get really creepy when the camera spots a tiny figure in the shadows. The child is almost too hard to see, just kind of peeking from a dark corner. But here's the really weird part. When the lady gets close, the little kid just disappears, like poof, gone. It's like the kid was never there, and it leaves everyone wondering what happened. People are talking a lot about this video, trying to figure out where the disappearing kid went. The video is so simple, but the way the child vanishes makes it really hard to believe and super interesting. It's the kind of video that gives you goosebumps and sticks in your mind. However, be ready for a mysterious and kind of spooky moment with that unseen kid in the shadows. It will definitely give you the shivers if you watch it. Bigfoot behind the woods. Watch this amazing video where a weird creature talked about in whispers surprises everyone. It happens in a big private forest with tall trees. The camera moves, and behind the swaying bushes, a large, hairy creature slowly appears. This big thing moves strangely, like it knows it's being videoed. It's covered in messy fur, walking through the bushes and making the leaves rustle. The whole forest feels like it's holding its breath, like nature itself is seeing something super special. We do not know what this creature is, making it indeed more mysterious. This video of the unexpected moment makes us ask a lot of questions and gets us super curious about what might be living in the hidden parts of our world. It's like a secret story happening behind the scenes of our everyday life, leaving us wondering about things we can only imagine. Thank you for coming along this spooky adventure with us. Subscribe to our channel if you want more spine-chilling stories and hair-raising encounters. See you next time.
Oh.
Oh! Oh!
Let's embark on a journey to the dangerous world of the animal kingdom, where the phrase survival of the fittest truly applies. We explore the most dramatic, intriguing, and lethal interactions between wild animals today. Prepare to be amazed by the sheer force of nature, its never-ending wrath, and its incredible survival tactics as you witness everything from the violent conflicts found deep in the thick forest to the freezing tundras of the Arctic. Roland, largest sea elephant. It is a video of the largest sea elephant, Roland, from 1931. The man in the video pats Roland very politely. Roland keeps his head out of the water as the man feeds him food, which is most likely to be a fish. The man moves Roland to another location. Roland gets into the water and swims for a little while. The man calls him out to feed him. Roland gets out of the water and stands with the man in the video. He feeds him and pats him on his face very gently. Roland gets to the ground and makes some noise. Survival of the swiftest. Buckle up your seatbelts because you'll witness one of the most daunting encounters between a wild beast and its alleged prey. The video began with a leopard tightrope walking over a tall tree in the forest. The leopard seemed confused and a bit scared as the mighty beast was surrounded by a group of wild pigs waiting to attack him. The pigs kept circling around the sheltered tree, hoping for the tiger to stroll down into their trap. You would not believe it, but the predator did crawl down, not to get himself attacked, but to pick his dinner among the litter of pigs. The young piglet was caught in no time and was carried all the way to the top of the tree, leaving no time to spare for the pigs to even fight back. Chimpanzee last moments. The camera caught something mysterious and heart-touching. It was a very affecting video. It was a scene of a chimpanzee that was on her last breaths. It was a very sad moment taped by the camera. The chimpanzee was reuniting with its caretaker. The chimp was lying and its caretaker was rubbing its back. It seemed like that he was loving the chimp. He also gives the chimp to eat something. It was lying by closing its eyes. It suddenly opens its eyes to see its caretaker. Both the chimp and the caretaker were sad about it. The air was truly filled with sorrow and misery. The chimp was trying to hold close the man, it also rubbing its hand on the caretaker. Touching his face and holding the hand of caretaker seemed like that it was very sad on leaving him. It was a very deep, heart-touching misery mystery. The atmosphere was held up with sorrow. The man was also sad about it. It made all the people sad and utterly worried after seeing this. Adorable danger. Sometimes animals can give you a hard time, and peaceful situations can take the worst turns. A similar video is circulating over the internet in which a woman was sitting comfortably at her front door porch when a group of cute raccoons came wandering down her alley. Raccoons are generally considered adorable and almost harmless. Yes, almost harmless. They started sniffing around the woman, mesmerized by their innocence. The woman began taking pictures of them. Soon, the woman got comfortable with these wild raccoons and started gesturing one of them towards herself. And at this point, things got out of control when the raccoon bit her finger, forcing her to drop everything and run inside her home. That's why it is advised, guys, not to get close to these wild animals, as you can catch rabies if you aren't vaccinated.
No! Oh my god! Okay.
Peculiar sights.
Yo, this isn't good. This isn't good.
Have you ever thought about renovating your house? Renovation might give your home an upgrade, but are you aware of underlying mysteries and dangers hidden behind the closed cemented walls, dilapidated leaking rooftops, and your basement could be a perfect place for such unwanted creatures? A similar incident took place when a reconstruction guy found something peculiar, almost out of this world while renovating a house. The video began with a man recording the hidden area lying underneath the rooftop. It was an old, worn-out place, as if it hadn't been in use for a long time. And to our astonishment, two unknown guests had captured this place all by themselves. These creatures looked like an owl by face, but their four limbs had something else to say. These creatures looked like aliens, unlike anything from the real world. However, the mystery lies in whether this discovery of such eerie creatures was real or another fake publicity stunt.
Yo, look at that. What is that?
Leopards Feast. Let us dive into the daring encounters of wildlife where anything can be preyed upon within a period. In one similar instance, a leopard was seen attacking an animal close to its own size. The leopard made no mistake hunting down the giant animal. It struck an adult capybara from behind the bushes, grasped it tightly by its sharp-pointed canines, and kept attacking him until the poor soul was lifeless. The capybara did try to fight off this vicious beast, but in the end, one had to be prey to someone, and it was Leopard's day to feast on this poor creature. Woodpecker in hot waters. Remember guys, on your bad days, even the things you're good at might give you a headache and can lead you into hot waters. In this video, a bird can be seen stuck in the tree by its beak, and you know what's surprising? This is no ordinary bird. It's the famous woodpecker who somehow got its beak plunged forcefully into the tree's bark. Woodpeckers are famous for drilling holes inside the bark of the tree with their incredible poking ability with their beak. But this poor soul might be going through a tough day. However, in no time, the bird was saved by a man. And then it flew away to poke some other trees. Man vs. Jaws. We have another thrilling video about these wild encounters, so you know that it is life-threatening to disturb these savage predators, as things could get sour very quickly. In this thrilling video, a man can be seen waddling the tail of an enormous crocodile. I don't know how he managed to go even near that ominous predator, let alone manhandling that giant tail. The fearless man didn't stop there. He patted that vicious crocodile, who could have swallowed the man in a single bite. A similar thing happened when the man started patting his back. The crocodile shifted his head, opened his mouth wide apart, and attacked the man. Luckily, the man managed to escape from the nerve-wracking situation. Slippery escape. Snakes are known to be one of the swiftest land dwellers who slither towards their prey in the blinking of the eye. Though it's easy to catch a snake if you're a pro and follow your guidelines. Sometimes even the tiniest snakes can give you a tough time. In this video, a man wrapped a collar around a small snake. The collar was made of wire to catch the snake. As the man tried to cover the trap around its neck, it disappeared into thin air, freeing himself from the shackles of wildlife hunters. Shooting star. Let me take you guys on a cool celestial journey under the starry night where dreams become reality and the heavenly bodies hug the earth at its horizon. This spectacular phenomenon was caught on camera at 11:57 p.m. when a shining and glazing streak occurred over the sky. It was not an ordinary shooting star, as the lightning streak it made was so bright, almost like a firework. This beautiful sight was witnessed over Mount Waverly on a quiet night filled with darkness. This awe-inspiring sight of a meteor swimming gradually across the vast black sky, leaving behind its enormous fireworks, was enough to be completely mesmerized by these stellar objects. Wild encounter at Sea Park. Would you ever let your child go near a wild sea animal without proper caution and care? The answer should be no, as these fantastic creatures take no time to harm you and your children and can leave you with irreparable damage. The video presented a scene of an alleged sea-themed park having various shows and sea animals. In the video, a sea seal can be seen performing gestures while a man tries to mount his daughter on the seal's back. Everything seemed normal, a cute picture day for the little one. But soon, things took a vicious turn. The seal suddenly snapped back at the poor child, frightening her for the rest of her life. Though the parents were quick enough to pull back their child, this video provides evidence for the untamed nature of these animals, and they can be harmful if left unobserved. polar bear in the wild. Imagine yourself going for a camping venture with your friends deep in the thick mountainous regions surrounded by a sky-high forest, only to meet a snowy beast for your welcome. A scary event, isn't it? The video showed a spectacular sight of this daunting creature, a polar bear. Draped in all-white fur moving briskly through the woods, the bear had a colossal statue, with its pointed paws leaving behind the imprints of his existence. It is quite a rare sight to witness polar bears or grizzly bears in the mountains, as they keep themselves hidden far from human company. But sometimes they do make appearances. Polar bears are fierce and very dangerous, but simultaneously they are a beautiful and rare sight. Camel's prickly palate. Have you ever wondered how camels eat prickly desert vegetation without getting sore mouths? It's all because of their incredibly hard palate. You know, camels have this peculiar feature that serves as a shield of protection at the top of their mouths. They can chew their food entirely without facing the risk of getting hurt because of their hard palate. Think of it as their lips' natural armor. Therefore, these hardy animals can consume harsh, thorny plants in the desert with ease and effectiveness. Camels have several exciting adaptations that help them survive in the harsh desert. This is only one of them. It's impressive how well nature equips its species for survival. A giant floating balloon.
That is a big animal.
Well, I was asking for an octopus.
Yeah.
You might have seen many octopuses floating across the ocean, spreading their tentacles around, but have you ever witnessed them performing tricks with their tentacles? One such spectacular video surfaced over the internet, capturing the beauty of a giant octopus at the very depth of the ocean. In the video, an unusual kind of octopus made its appearance. The octopus had an orange-colored body with long iridescent tentacles that were swaying freely in the ocean. The octopus was creating amazing patterns with tentacles, wrapping them around its body, stretching them across their length almost like a floating balloon with a giant head dancing in the depths of the ocean.
Yeah, he seems a little
That's fantastic.
unnerved.
I wish we could see the other end.
Oh my gosh.
Jungle Bridge Surprise. Walking through the mountains is a fun sport, but it can become even more exciting and dangerous if the forest residents come to welcome you. The video began with a family walking through a swinging bridge deep in the forest. They had their children along with them through this dangerous trail. Little did they know that this bridge was a swinging rope for the monkeys of this forest, and soon they were welcomed by a giant orangutan swinging through the rope bridge, passing like a gymnast from above their heads, adding more thrill to an already daunting journey.
Duck! Oh my goodness!
Nature's power play. Behold the cruel and captivating nature of the animal kingdom. Witness a fierce encounter where a baby bear is attacked out of nowhere by another bear, leaving it vulnerable and clueless. This is a stark reminder of the brutal and unrelenting realities of nature. But what's equally intriguing is the appearance of a third bear, watching the conflict from a distance. Whether a member of the same bear community or simply a bystander, the spectator observes the mighty power play with keen interest. It's a stark reminder of the circle of life, where harsh natural forces and survival instincts collide with brutal force and leave us unsettled.
Coming onto that territory. Oh no. Oh, what are you feeling?
The Tasmanian tiger. Have you seen the widely circulated colorized footage of the Tasmanian tiger? It's crazy. The thylacine, popularly known as the Tasmanian tiger, was declared extinct in 1936. But this film revives the species in a way that has never been seen colorized before. The thylacine can be seen in the video walking around a cage while showing its striped coat and strong jaw. It is much more intriguing due to the colorization, which highlights the animal's inherent beauty. Though it is painful to consider that we have lost such a magnificent animal, it also serves as a reminder of how technology may be used to bring the past to life. Haunted jaguar. The camera caught a very mysterious and haunted sight. The air was truly filled with enigma and uneasiness. The camera picked up the appearance of the jaguar in a river. There was a little part of dry area in the river where this haunted jaguar was standing. It was a very peculiar sight that happened here. This haunted jaguar was so wild that it seemed like it was standing here in search of the haunting. It was so wild, having black spots on all of its body. The peculiar sight is that there was also a crocodile near the jaguar. The jaguar suddenly caught the crocodile. It was yearning with the pain. It also tried to escape from the jaguar, but it caught the crocodile firmly. It dragged away the crocodile by passing from the sea. It grabbed it from its neck so its mouth was opened utterly. It was a very cryptic scene. At least the cruel jaguar dragged the crocodile to the dry land. Then, it tightly bites the crocodile's neck by its sharp teeth, and after a while, the crocodile was killed by the jaguar. It was a very haunted and eerie scene. This was a deep and great mystery that was captured by the camera in that river. Speedy cheetah. The camera had captured a mysterious sight. It was a cherished fact of nature. This was a scene of a cheetah that was so fast and speedy. It was known as the world's fastest land animal. Their claws work rather like studs on football boots for extra grip when sprinting, while their long tail acts as a rudder that helps them make sharp turns while chasing the prey. In this video, the camera recorded the appearance of the cheetah that was so fast it was looking for its prey that was a deer. It had a look on deer. The cheetah was run fast before the deer. Then the deer ran to escape its life. The cheetah ran so fast it'd make a turn to caught it. The deer breath grew heavy, and its legs began to ache. The atmosphere was truly filled with enigma. It was a deep, suspicious mystery about the cheetah. It was not still revealed what happened with the anxious deer. Mysterious cage. The camera caught something very enigmatic and mysterious. The atmosphere was filled with uneasiness and fear. It was a scene of a man in a deep sea. It was in a glass cage. It dives into the sea to explore sea life. It was in the middle of the sea. The man was in the cage wearing a diving suit. Suddenly, a big shark appeared. It was hitting on the cage with heavy strength. The cage was juddering and the sea waves were forming. After a while, the glass cage was broken by a shark's head. It was a very menacing and cryptic scene. The man was toppled in the sea. He was very anxious and frightened. It swims very fast to save his life. It struggles to swim very fast. The shark was moved before the man. It was a deep and dangerous mystery taped by the camera. It was still not found out what happened to the man next. This was not revealed yet. Cryptic gorilla. The camera had recorded a mysterious and charry act. The atmosphere was filled with amaze. It was a scene of some gorillas that were present in the farms. They were grazing. There were also 2 gorilla babies. On one side, one gorilla that was standing with its baby. The baby climbed up its back, and then mother gorilla and baby was walking away. Suddenly, another gorilla that was present here attacks the mother gorilla. It attacks the mother gorilla for no reason. They started fighting with each other. They rolled up on each other. Then, after a while, a big gorilla came here and stopped their fight. It stopped their fight by catching up the gorilla. The baby and mother gorilla were moved from there. It was a deep mystery how that responsible gorilla stopped the fight between its mates. It was really astonishing. Paranormal crocodile. The camera caught a peculiar and mysterious sight. The atmosphere is filled with mystery and enigma. In a river, there was a tree that had fallen here. There was an alligator that was practicing its death roll. Death roll basically was a technique where they rapidly spin their bodies while holding on to prey. This was a very weird and creepy scene. This rotational movement helped that crocodile to cut up and tear apart the prey by exerting tremendous forces like that, usually of a large prey. The death roll was believed to be effective for the crocodile to consume their prey. It was actually a rapid rotation of the longitudinal axis of the body. This scene gave uneasy vibes to the operator. The crocodile was looking very mysterious and cryptic. It was the deepest mystery ever. Everyone had a look on this crocodile which made everyone suspicious and eerie. Silent animal attacks revealed. In the wild, there are hidden stories of animals surviving in mysterious ways. There was a video that showed these secret battles of nature. It was a bit scary and revealed how animals quietly attack others to stay alive. The video had different parts, each showing a different way animals hunt quietly and without warning. Animals like deer, tigers, zebras, and even cats were featured. In one part, a deer was drinking from a calm river, but a sneaky crocodile was there underwater waiting patiently. Suddenly, it appeared and grabbed the deer, showing how nature can be cruel. In another part, a tiger stalked a zebra silently. The normal sounds of the wild were hushed as the tiger pounced on its prey, teaching us how fast and quiet these attacks can be. Even small cats were not spared from this video. It showed how they can be secretly aggressive, proving that even cute pets have wild instincts. This video is not for those easily scared. It gave a glimpse into the hidden side of nature where life and death are always close. It's a place where quietness often means danger, and the line between the hunter and the hunted can be very blurry. In this mysterious world, survival is all that matters. Lightning frog. Once upon a time in the land of everyday life where things are usually quite ordinary, something strange happened. A camera recorded something mysterious that left people really confused and amazed. The video started by showing a regular door, like the ones we see every day. But as the camera moved down, it revealed a frog. This was no normal frog. Its body, which is usually green and brown, was shining brightly. It looked like it had swallowed something very unusual, making its body light up. People had all sorts of ideas about why this frog was so strange. Some thought it had eaten something weird, while others wondered if it was born this way. But no one had a definite answer. The video of this glowing frog spread all over the internet, and it made everyone curious. Some believed it was a spectral sign from nature, a reminder that there's still magic in our world. Others were just amazed at how beautiful and strange this frog was, but the frog story remained a mystery. No one knew where it came from or why it looked like that. So the glowing frog became a legend, a mystery that reminds us that in our everyday lives, there can still be extraordinary things that surprise and brighten our days. Eagle's smooth river attack. The video showed a beautiful eagle. It flew smoothly in the clear daytime sky above a river, surrounded by forests and mountains. The eagle landed in the river, grabbed a fish, and continued to fly. This moment was a mix of nature's beauty and the reality of how animals hunt for food. The eagle's flight were easy to watch. It glided through the sky effortlessly with its wide wings. As it got closer to the river, you could feel the excitement. It dived quickly, grabbed a shiny fish with its sharp claws, and showed us the circle of life. How animals need to catch prey to survive. This video reminded us that in nature, life and death are connected. The eagle's smooth attack was like a perfect dance of survival. It showed us the incredible world of nature. This moment when the eagle caught the fish made us appreciate how skilled and mysterious animals can be in the wild. It's a simple but powerful reminder of the wonders of the natural world. Mysterious monkey teasing scene. In the daytime, a camera showed a strange picture. It looked like a zoo. Inside, there were black monkeys with dark fur. They had mysterious eyes. A girl stood by the rusty cage of these monkeys. She seemed both interesting and a bit scary. She thought she was the boss of this unusual place. Her fingers teased the air, making the crowd watching her impatient. But trying to solve the secrets of the universe was a mistake. One of the monkeys got very angry. It grabbed the girl's hair quickly and tried to harm her. People standing around were shocked and scared. They realized that maybe humans shouldn't interfere with the hidden powers of the animal world. Quickly, they saved the girl from the monkey's grip. Her hair was messy and she was trembling, but she didn't seem to learn from her mistake. Once free, she went back to teasing the monkey. The black monkeys, however, didn't forget her actions. They both grabbed her hair even harder this time. It was like a strange dance of teasing and payback, a mysterious story of human curiosity and the secrets of all living beings. So, the camera captured a strange moment, where the mysteries of nature mixed with human foolishness, forever written in the story of the unknown. Mysterious lemurs in woods. In a calm forest with sunlight passing through the leaves, the camera saw something strange out of nowhere. Strange animals appeared. They looked like lemurs, but not the cute ones you'd expect. Each lemur was a mom carrying her babies on her back. They moved in a weird and graceful way, almost like a mysterious dance. What made them really strange were their creepy looks. They had bodies that were a mix of monkeys and lemurs. Their long, flexible arms and legs helped them move in a strange way through the woods. Their eyes were big and really spooky, like something from a scary dream. The peaceful forest suddenly felt tense. People watching wondered if these creatures meant harm or if they were just a unique part of the forest. As the camera kept recording, it left everyone with more questions than answers. These strange lemurs with their eerie appearance and strange movements were a big mystery. Nobody knew they could be dangerous or what secrets they held in the heart of the woods. Crocodile versus turtle. In a quiet, hidden place in the wild, a camera saw something strange. It was daytime and the landscape looked empty, like a painting made by fate. There by the water was a legendary creature, a crocodile with dark, hidden intentions in its eyes. In its mouth it held something unusual, a turtle with tough, ancient covering. The video showed a fight for survival, the crocodile's strong mouth holding onto the turtle's hard shell. It was a fight as old as the river, the never-ending struggle to stay alive under the hot sun. But something surprising happened. The turtle, strong-willed and tough, used its sturdy shell to its advantage. The turtle escaped from the crocodile's jaws. Free at last, the turtle started moving towards the river, heading for safety. This wasn't an ordinary battle. It was a sign of life's strength and the endless mysteries that make up our world. In the end, as the camera stayed on the mysterious scene, the true story of nature's hidden drama remained a secret. Mysterious zoo anteater enigma. In a hidden place like a secret world, a camera recorded something strange. It was like a zoo, but not like any zoo we know. This video showed a big anteater. It looked like it belonged there in that special place. In the video, it seemed like the anteater was eating something. But when you first looked at it, you might think its front leg was the face of another animal. It was puzzling and made people wonder what they were seeing. At first, you couldn't tell what creature it really was, but if you watched closely, you figured it out. The creature was actually an anteater, and its front leg was playing tricks with your eyes. It was a very strange video that kept you guessing. This video revealed mysteries in a hidden zoo, and it made people feel amazed. It showed how nature can be tricky and how we can be fooled by appearances. When it ended, it left us feeling fascinated and wondering about the secrets of our world. Mysterious rescue. In a cold, snowy place, two big bucks were stuck because their antlers got locked together. They tried really hard to get free. It was like they were doing a strange, dangerous dance in the frozen quiet. Then a person who takes care of the park showed up. Maybe the play between the bucks called him. He swore warm clothes and looked serious. He had a powerful tool with him, a gun. It made the story feel even more interesting and strange. This person moved slowly towards the bucks, careful not to scare them. He pointed his gun very carefully. Then there was a loud noise. It felt like time stopped. The noise echoed through the cold air. The surprise came next. The shot from the gun did something amazing. It cut the buck's antlers and they were free. The thing that trapped them was gone in a flash. The camera caught this special moment. The bucks, now free, jumped away like they just woke up from a dream. They ran deep into the snowy woods, happy and safe.
Unbelievable. Good shot.
This whole story was like a mix of nature's magic and human help. It will be remembered as a very mysterious and special moment. It showed that even in the wild, where everything is quiet and covered in snow, life and freedom are very precious, just like a delicate winter flower. Lion defended lioness. In the wilderness of a jungle, a herd of Cape buffaloes in all their glory and strength can be seen marching towards two lonely savages of the jungle. These two predators seemed lost as they were sauntering alone in these vast fields. Suddenly, the herd of mighty buffaloes started running towards the lions. But in an attempt to protect his partner, the lioness, he stood tall in front of these giant bulls and confronted them with all his force and strength. He carried on in the fierce battle with the utmost power and courage, defying all odds in order to protect his lioness, who wasn't harmed at all. In short, the lion successfully escaped this terror trap and marched away with his lioness. However, unfortunately, the herd of buffaloes can still be seen following the two animals. Cryptid alligator. The camera caught a peculiar and mysterious sight. The atmosphere was truly filled with enigma. It was really a fearable sight. It made everyone uneasy. This was a peculiar scene that had never happened before. The camera tape shows the appearance of an eerie alligator. It was kept in a cage in the zoo. Suddenly, the creepiest scene happened. The alligators attacked the zoo handler near it. It caught the man firmly by his hand. It pulled the zoo handler into the cage. This scene makes everyone anxious. The alligator caught the hand of a man very tightly. It was not leaving him. The man was trying to escape from the alligator's sharp teeth, but it was not leaving the man. The man in severe fear. Suddenly, another man jumped into the cage. It was actually a visitor here in the zoo. He left the man from the crocodile by lying on the alligator's back. The alligator was very curious and decrypted. The man hardly escaped the zoo handler. The crocodile was trying to kill the man, but it failed. It frightened all the people nearby, and then the man that rescued the zoo handler came out of the cage. The environment was fearable. Polar bear. The camera caught a mysterious sight. It happened at the North Pole. It was a very rare scene of a polar bear. There was snow freezing here and there on land. All the nature things were severely freeze, like trees, lakes, and roads. As the global temperature heats up, the snow ice is thinning by the day. The polar was moving smoothly from the snow ice. It was a white-colored polar bear. It was moving like it was crawling over the snow. Seemed like that it was enjoying the icing snow. This was a very wonderful scene. It makes the environment uneasy. This thinning of ice taught new ways to the polar bear that was looking so charming. This polar bear was enjoying the icing snow here so keenly. The air was filled with the pleasure and charm of the effects of nature. It was a deep mystery ever. It makes all the viewers and operators astonished and amazed. The polar bear was so amazing. It was a deep mystery that camera has taped that had never seen before. Hand feeding of shark. The camera picked up a cryptic sight. It was also very mysterious. That was recorded in the middle of the sea. Anyhow, there was a very peculiar sight that happened to some people that were on the ship. They were feeding the big monstrous shark by a fish. One of the men on the ship holding a fish in his hands. A big, huge shark came up from the depth of the sea. It was looking very dangerous and creepiest. It also had big, sharp teeth. It was jumping to eat the fish and hitting with the ship. The ship was shaking severely. However, the man holding a fish in his hand fed the big shark by putting the fish tail on the shark's mouth. It was eating the fish in a very cryptic way. The atmosphere was filled with fear. Suddenly, they pulled the fish up and saw that this dangerous shark ate the half fish. It was a deep, eerie mystery. The people on fish were so brave. The man fed the cryptic shark with his own hand, taking a bad risk. Terrifying praying mantis. It shows a bee and a praying mantis on a white wall that is white. The praying mantis has captured the bee tightly in its grip. The honeybee tries to escape the praying mantis but fails to do so. The praying mantis has a very firm grip on the bee, as it can be seen in the video. Some of the legs of the bee break due to its fight with the praying mantis. It shows how terrifying a praying mantis can be when it comes to capturing its food. The praying mantis holds the bee with both of his hands in a tight and firm grip and starts eating it from the middle. The bee tries its best till the end to escape, but does not succeed. python snake attacking a deer. The video seems to have been shot on a highway where on the side of the road a python snake has captured a deer. The python has wrapped its body all around the deer with all its force. People try to save the deer from the python. They take a large branch from the tree and hit the python from a distance. They hit the python a few times until it lost its grip on the deer. The deer also tries to escape as the people hit the python. At last, the python leaves the deer and runs back from where it came from, and the deer runs in its opposite direction. Inside the wasp nest. The camera captured a cryptic sight. It was also very mysterious. One man took the risk of opening the nest of wasps. They were cutting it into 2 pieces. It was looking very peculiar that it was a big, dangerous risk to come near the nest. The people were utterly covered with the clothes. They also wore gloves on their hands. It was recorded in the dense forest. Anyhow, some bees were flying around their nest. The man started to cut it off from the center with a big knife. When he cut the nest, a very peculiar and mysterious scene happened. Inside the nest, a honeycomb appeared. There were many wisps around it. They were many large in number. It was a very natural scene of this honeycomb. The man had taken a big risk. There was also man-tiny holes in the honeycomb where the honey was found. It was a very deep, greatest mystery. We have seen the honeycomb from very near. The wisps were flying near their comb. They were storing honey from the flowers. It was almost done. Raccoons attack the woman as they leave. The video shows that the raccoons get into the woman's house through the window. There were 3 of them. One is standing in the window and the other 2 are inside her house. The raccoon standing on the window tries to help his friends to climb up the window, but it seems to be terrified a little bit.
There you go. There you go. There you go. Whoop.
The girl raises the curtain so that the raccoons find it easy to escape. The raccoons think that she might hurt them, so they bite her.
Come on.
The second raccoon climbs out the window after a while of trying, while the third one is still inside her house. She helps it escape when she tries to close her window. One of the raccoons bite her. She realizes she made a mistake and gets away from the window.
No, go on! Go!
This is how best friends are created. The video is shot in a forest. We can see a monkey and a large lizard and birds at the back. The monkey jumps here and there and holds the lizard's tail and enjoys it while irritating it. The lizard runs from the monkey, but is unsuccessful. The monkey follows the lizard as it moves forward. This video is also related to how best friends are made. One of them is an introvert while the other one is an extrovert. This is a very common example of best friends, as one of the friends is loud while the other is not. Cryptic bear? In a zoo in China, something extraordinary happened that left everyone astonished. Imagine a bear, big and brown, usually seen on all fours, but this time, it stood up tall on its hind legs. This bear was enormous, nearly as close as your neighbor, and it peered out at the crowd through the safety grill. People from all around gathered, their eyes wide with amazement. This was no ordinary bear. It was special, a mystery never seen before. The excitement was palpable, as if a secret of nature had been revealed. Everyone held their breath, trying to take in this wondrous sight. The bear's eyes seemed to sparkle with curiosity as it survived the amazed onlookers. It was as if it wanted to share this moment with all who had come to witness its extraordinary feat. The zoo became a place of wonder, a memory etched in the hearts of those fortunate enough to be there. This event will be talked about for years to come, a story of a bear that stood tall and captured the hearts of all who beheld it. It was a day when the ordinary turned into something truly extraordinary, a day that will forever live in the memory of those who were lucky enough to witness it. Gorilla cycling. The camera had captured a scarce sight. It was also very mysterious. Beside the camera, the atmosphere was filled with enigma and suspense. It made all the viewers curious. The camera tapped the appearance of the giant gorilla. It was doing a mysterious act. It was cycling on a bicycle. That was so peculiar that the gorilla was on the bicycle. It was amazing and a little bit funny. It was riding the bicycle and totally engaged in it deeply. It was so fun for it. There was also one other gorilla that was seeing its mate on riding. Suddenly, this gorilla fell down from the bicycle. It fell down on the ground and made the gorilla upset. Then it do a particular act. It threw away this bicycle away on which it takes a ride. It was a very funny and also disappointed scene for the gorilla. It was the deepest mystery ever found. It was never seen before. No one had seen the gorilla on a bicycle before. It was astonished for all. The gorilla on the bicycle looked very funny, and it was keenly enjoying its ride, but soon it was interrupted. Cryptic mystery. The camera in Russia recorded a mysterious and cryptic act. It made everyone terrified and curious. The air was truly filled with enigma and many questions. In the middle of Russia, a mystery happened with the river. In a horrifying incident, a river in Russia had turned beetroot red. It happened after a major incident of contamination by a mystery pollutant. It was not known about this pollutant. The river was turned into beetroot red. It was a peculiar sight. The ducks refused to swim in that contaminated toxic water. It was looking very cryptic and eerie. Everyone was trying to find out what contamination was the cause of this decolorization. All the people were curious and suspicious about it. It was a deep mystery. I still haven't found out what had happened. It was an eerie mystery which was still unknown. All the people were refusing to swim in this toxic water. They were severely anxious about it. Mysterious Florida beach transformation. In Florida, a strange video appeared that made people wonder. It showed a man from Florida, but we didn't know who he was. He did something strange at the beach that caught everyone's attention. This guy used the sand as his canvas and started digging a not-so-obvious trench on the lovely Florida beach. At first, it looked really interesting. Imagine the sun painting the sky with pretty colors, and people watching this mysterious man working hard in the sand. People were laughing and having fun as they watched. They couldn't resist being curious about what this mysterious digger was creating. Some even decided to go into the water he was making, thinking it was just a fun dream. But here's where things got really surprising. As the man kept digging, the water changed. It went from a gentle flow to a strong current. The peaceful trench turned into a rough river. Waves that were far away suddenly crashed all around, and the fun turned into difficulty. Out of nowhere, the police arrived. They too were a bit mysterious. People wondered if they were there to help, to scold, or just to see this strange transformation. This mysterious video reminds us that life can be full of unexpected surprises. It shows that there are mysteries hiding in everyday things, and sometimes we just have to look a little deeper to find them. Mysterious grizzly bear encounter. One sunny day, something mysterious happened. A man was in his car, and he had a secret plan. He wanted to give food to a huge grizzly bear, a wild animal that doesn't follow our rules. The man hidden in the car's shadow seemed to be looking for adventure, or maybe just having fun. He reached out of the car's window with something for the bear. Then something shocking occurred. The grizzly bear with its wide jaws acted swiftly. It grabbed the offering with incredible precision. This was scary for the man, and he was full of fear and excitement. It felt like a life and death moment. The bear was so close it could have swallowed not just the food, but the whole hand. In a moment that seemed to last forever, the man's survival instincts kicked in. He started the car and sped away, narrowly escaping the bear's grasp. The video left everyone with questions. What made the man do such a daring thing with a wild animal? Was it bravery, a desire for adventure, or something we can't understand? This strange event happening in the bright light of day is a puzzle. It reminds us that mysteries exist in the wild just beyond our safe everyday world. These mysteries can be thrilling, but they might never be fully explained. Mysterious sea creature. On a sunny day, a strange thing from the deep sea showed up in a video. A person who was swimming at a peaceful beach found it. This thing was really odd. It looked like a huge worm. It clung to the person's hand and moved in a mysterious way. It made people question what it could be. No one knew for sure. It remains a big mystery. People saw the video online and talked about it. They had lots of ideas about what this strange creature might be. Some thought it could be a long, snake-like sea creature from the deep ocean. Others wondered if it was a creature that had been around for a very long time. Maybe even from the time of the extinct creatures. Some even thought it might be something from another world. But even with all these ideas, nobody really knew the truth. Experts and regular people couldn't figure it out. They couldn't find any answers in books or from scientists. This creature didn't fit into any category. It was just a big mystery. This mysterious sea creature left everyone with questions, and those questions spread far and wide. It reminded us that our world still holds many secrets, things we don't understand. Some mysteries may never have easy answers, and that's what keeps us curious and makes the world an intriguing place. Mystical owl's bubble flight. The video showed a mysterious scene. It looked like a strange documentary showing something very unusual. The star of this mysterious video was an owl, a bird that comes out at night. The owl was flying through a strange place filled with shiny bubbles. It looked like a magical world. The owl moved gracefully through these bubbles like a dancer. When the owl flapped its wings, it created a beautiful show with the bubbles. Scientists gathered to watch it. They weren't just watching an owl fly, they were learning the secrets of how things fly. It was as if the owl had the answers to the most important questions about how flight works. Mysterious bird and worm. In a quiet place, a camera saw something interesting. There was a young bird. Its dark eyes showed it was very hungry. The main character in the story was a small worm on the ground. It was just moving along, not knowing that the bird was watching. The worm was living its own life, trying to find its way. But the bird had no one to teach it how to eat. The scene was mysterious because the bird and the worm were like actors in a secret play. The bird wanted to eat, and the worm wanted to stay alive. The bird's mother was missing, and that made the bird struggle even sadder. The little bird had to figure things out on its own, which was hard. In the quiet place, the bird and the worm showed a mysterious picture of life's struggles. They taught us about wanting to live and how nature can be puzzling. The forest had many secrets, and this was just one of them. When the camera took this picture, it made us think about the mysteries of nature. It asked us to wonder about the hidden stories in the wild. Lion and crocodile fight for meat. This video shows a crocodile and a lion fighting for the meat in the forest. The video is shot from a drone. The lion holds one end of the meat from its mouth tightly while the crocodile holds the other end with its mouth. Both of them try their best to take the whole meat for themselves. It seems like the crocodile has a more tight hold on the meat than the lion. The crocodile rolls over while the lion loses its grip on the meat. The crocodile stays still while the lion tries its best to take the whole meat to himself. The crocodile does not move and keeps on holding the meat with its mouth. Neighbors. This video shows two fishes in a fish tank. One of them throws sand on the other fish, which starts a competition between them. The fish on the right starts throwing the sand on the face of the other, When the fish on the left side does the same, fish on the right side gets stunned for a little while and starts it again. Thinking of it as revenge from the fish on the other side. Both of the fishes throw sand at each other, taking turns. This video is a reference to how two true neighbors treat each other. What would you do? A man who seems to be a forest photographer is sitting in the front of his car holding his camera, looking to his left. The video shows that one of his friends on the other side tells him to look at his right side. When he turns his face around to see what it is, he sees a tiger right next to him staring at him. He gets scared and does not know what to do. He stares back at the tiger, scared. He holds his camera more tightly, being scared, as he is alone in this situation. Not knowing what else to do to save his life. He sits there terrified. Orca attacking seals. This video shows how an orca is attacking seals on the seashore. Orca is also called a killer whale, as it is very dangerous and harmful. The orca attacks the seals very brutally. It comes with a very high speed, not letting the seals know, and gets on top of the seals, harming them with all its pressure and force. It gets back after hurting the seals. It comes to the end of the seashore to hurt the seals and then goes back into the water. Mooses are huge. This video shows how big and huge mooses are. The man making the video is hiding in the trees in the forest to make the video of the moose. The moose comes slowly forward and we can see how huge it is. The moose is black in color and has a huge body. You can see its legs are very big. The moose's antlers are beautiful and at the same time very big. The moose moves forward and you can see that the moose does not have a tail. It also tells us how moose can navigate through the forest very easily. Rules of the jungle. In a forest, a lion and a llama are fighting. The lion holds the llama from its neck and the llama shakes the lion off of him. While they fight, it seems that the llama has the upper hand as the lion cannot get a full grip of the llama's neck. The llama tries its best not to let the lion win. They both fight for a while. The llama shakes the lion a lot, but even the lion does not let the llama go. At the end, it shows that probably the lion won and the llama's lost. But the llama tries best not to get defeated and fights till the end. Japan's horrific catastrophe. On March 11, 2011, a colossal catastrophe hit the shores of Japan's Pacific coast and destroyed everything in its wake. The alarming calamity was an intense tsunami that had ruined everything associated with it. The fences, cars, buses, trees, and even the houses were demolished by this gigantic wave. It was reported that an underlying earthquake generated this tsunami. This tsunami had a wave height of almost 40 meters in the Hideway Prefecture. This deadly sight is an alarming sight of how vicious nature can be. Researchers concluded that an almost 2,000-kilometer stretch of Japan's Pacific coast was impacted by the tsunami. Water giraffe turtles. Imagine an eccentric world where animals like water giraffes and turtles come to life. Absurd, isn't it? However, it's no longer an imagination, as these creatures do exist. This video shows a peculiar sight of a water giraffe turtle, also known as a long-necked turtle. They got their name giraffe turtles due to their long, slender neck that moves and extends like a giraffe's neck, helping the creature to swim freely in the pond and breathe through the water's surface. This cute animal looks animated due to its wide-open eyes and funny face. Some might find it scary and dangerous, but these reptiles are so cute and adorable, straight out of Gumball's land. A hybrid between a horse and an elephant. On our bucket list, there's another strange creature that I'm sure most of you haven't heard about at all. Imagine an animal that's like a mix between a horse and an elephant, but with its unique charm. That's a tapir for you. The thick woods and grasslands of Southeast Asia, Central America, and South America are home to these fantastic creatures. In this video, a man can be seen tickling this amiable creature, making it laugh to its fullest. You can surely hear those cute little laughing snores this tapir is making. Being giant in magnitude, these animals have calm and composed attitudes, and they seem to love human company. So next time someone asks you about indigenous animals, remember to mention water giraffe turtles and these walking fossil tapirs. Lion in a circus. I'm sure all of you have seen Madagascar, the movie where Alex the lion used to perform different stunts in a zoo to gain the attention of its spectators. A similar kind of video is circulating over the internet, where a lion stunned many observers with its cunning and vicious move. The video began with a crowd hovering around a fenced cage in vast fields. Within the fence boundary, a big lion was walking around a giant pole. Looking further into the video, it seemed like a massive piece of meat was tied on the bar to make the lion climb up the wooden pole to snatch its feast and simultaneously entertain its spectator. Guys, guess what? This trick worked. The lion climbed over the pole, tore apart the whole chunk of meat, and came down swiftly while gaining all the applause from its spectators. Global warming. Have you heard of the standard paradigm, all glitters is not gold? This clause holds an in-depth meaning and can be applied to nature and its breathtaking sights, which can sometimes take vicious turns. A spectacular sight surrounded by tall glaciers, snowy spikes covered with thick frost, almost unimaginable for such vast blocks of glistening ice to melt away in a few minutes. A similar set of events was captured by some tourists when a massive block of sky-high glaciers started to melt. In a case inspired by global warming, thanks to all factories and climate-ruining policies, vast chunks of pointed ice were seen melting away. And its tiny pieces were falling down with so much velocity that they started to hit the people nearby. It is a truly fascinating sight sacrificed by our poor climate change policies. Thank you for coming along on this wild adventure with us. Subscribe to our channel if you want more spine-chilling battles and hair-raising encounters. We're always going into the deepest recesses to bring you the most intriguing videos ever captured on camera. And remember to set that notification bell to ensure you get all the updates on our fascinating adventures.